Everything's going wrong today. My mic was off. But yeah, speaking of off and of, that's what the quote actually is. Not meant to say on, it's of. So, well met, lords and ladies. Jacob Butter speaking, and it's frozen, so I can't do the quote. Here we go. Welcome back to another episode of. Okay, I think the battery of the mic is also terrible, so let me just grab something with that. Uh,
Oh, thank you for the ceremonious segue. I always appreciate it. Um, yeah, hey guys, how you doing? How you doing? So, I'm thinking about derailing in another stream for another hour or so, just to really wear down that battery. Um, so, Bond said ruined, FNAF, ha 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 ha, FNAF. Sorry, just shut my door. So, genuine stuff. I just can't talk about the movie, I guess, because it just came out and all. But it was good. It was good. A little bit flawed, but man, did I enjoy it. I'm looking forward to the next one because they keep on using weird things like if we get the chance to, man, they made all their money back so quickly, dude. That's made off of like $120 million in the box office in the first week. They spent like 25 million bucks in total on the thing, dude. They got a stupid amount of money for that, and they're still gonna get money for it because that was in the first week. Man, FNAF, baby. And then there's like a whole new game coming out at some point. Click Team did a cryptic teaser that seems to be a new game. They've also done a lot of weird teasers lately. That was like the first real teaser, but they did also show like a weird like 3D modeled like chibi kind of like lull bit. And then there was one where it's like Freddy on a poster where it's like where it's like, hey, be careful or whatever, and it's just weird. But we have a much more recent FNAF game coming out quite soon, this December. So I guess next month. Excited for Hope 1 to 2. I have a job again, which is nice. So, I added a ton of Rope in the Dark today. I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes now. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff going on. I'm quite excited, you know, and my little autistic self is really loving the FNAF content we're getting this year. Oh boy, am I! Oh yes, I got special interest, and my special interest is FNAF. And oh boy, I got lots of big puzzle to do. I love Jigsaw with Brain. Oh boy!
Thought Jigsaw was a different horror villain.
Shut up.
You have become obsessed with the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise.
That's my
Do you
sin.
know
Cause,
all of the lore behind it? You now have several different plots, and you have to range them by order of timeline. You have 1 hour.
Yeah, which universe, which continuity is this in? And if your answer does not agree with my interpretation of the timeline, I'm getting the bear traps.
But of course, the answer is telecommunication just cuts out completely.
And then you
That's the plot.
demask him, and it's revealed that it was really Scott Cawthon, but he's died off screen, so you get no reasoning from him.
the entire movie just that one puzzle room, and the whole cast of characters that just have to come together to decide everything to do with the FNAF timeline all in this one location, and they have a whole character journey while that goes on.
And then you have like that
And yes,
one
it is
useless
revealed to
character
Scott
that just
afterwards.
doesn't know what they're doing. That's you. That's you
Yeah,
in
it's
that
like
situation.
why am I even here right now?
Right, and you're the one who's going to be really angry because you feel like you just have no idea what you even did to go there. So by the end of the movie, you're going to be the one to kill off Jigsaw. Like, hey, this is
Yeah.
what you get.
Yeah, everyone makes like mistakes and therefore they get like axed off as it goes on. But then I just, because I have no idea, I can't really offer much input, so I'm just like in the corner trying to use like basic logic to try and discern this puzzle. But of course, it's FNAF, so it has no basic logic, and so eventually it's just like, well, I'm the final person. Then it's like, yes, Esau Margarine, it's you. You are the final FNAF fan. It's like, that's not my name. Wait, it isn't.
Did I get the wrong guy?
I got the wrong guy.
Oh no, what's Esau doing? I only get people who've done terrible things. No, don't be committing a no genocide. We already have too many of those going on.
It's like, yeah, so can I just leave then? Is that what happens
No,
now?
Esau, I'm in the game.
I'll just wait here until he remembers.
He starts running off, and the credits start rolling.
Yeah, it's like, just realized that the food ran out. Cool.
Yeah, the post-credit scene is you with an empty fridge next to you. God, what am I gonna do in here?
No, it's me in a chair just going like, this is fine, and the credits next to me in the final shot. And I'm just sitting there for the entire time, like the minutes the credits go by and the instruments on everything.
Oh,
just
dude,
like,
it's just like the final scene is rolling with the credits, and you're just trying to survive the whole way through.
It's gonna be like
and it's
the guy
really
who
just
didn't
really
like
mundane too. It's not like a chasing or anything. You're just like, they cut to you sleeping, you trying to eat, you trying to make food, you sipping out of like the tap water.
Yeah, and the end credit scene, Jigsaw comes back. Oh god, I forgot. Oh no! The door immediately opens, and I just like run out.
And then you hear in the distance, "I'm so sorry."
The next movie is just My Revenge. Jigsaw's the one inside the room.
Oh, dude, the trailer is Jigsaw asking for the character's help, and he's like, "There's a new Jigsaw, one bigger and badder."
Yeah, the tagline is "Remember me," and then that you don't see my face, you just see like the shadow of me, like "Remember me," and then the reveal is that it was me the whole time at the ending.
Yeah,
and like that, we've created 2 Saw movies based on the illogical nature of FNAF. Hooray!
we have. Count on us.
The reason I've had this quote on the screen the whole time is because you're saying without further ado, but without further ado. But further ado doesn't mean anything. Unless you're Kagi Films, because he said that one time. I don't know. Are you close? Yes, you were.
Is
you
that
were close.
not how that's spelled? Hold on a second.
Ado, as in like like ADO, ado, like much ado about nothing. Without further ado, yeah.
Hold on, no, I'm looking for the spelling because I'm pretty sure that Bon, like, was it Bon or was it?
Well, ado is a word. It's just not the word used in that situation. So, Pineapple Party Gacha is a person who I made a video on one time in 2020. It was actually probably one of the most grueling editing experiences of all time that I've had, because it was just essentially me going through like 5 different reactions of my Gacha character. I thought, hey, this is what I want to do for these reviews. And it turns out that, doing that for an hour of video content gets very boring, even when you're just alternating between, between things that are labeled Happy Jacob, Angry Jacob, Neutral Jacob, and whatever else I decided. I think it was like Happy Jacob 2, Angry Jacob 2, or something like that, for like me pointing.
Did you ever just run out of emotions?
Well, I mean, I kind of thought I defaulted those 3 because I wanted to actually, get the video out sometime before 2021, which I did. And then but so it's default like the three main things. So if I'm just like talking about something casually, if I'm like really content about what's going on, and if I have my typical angered reaction at at gacha videos. So yeah, that's so that worked out. But essentially, I said like, yeah, this is not going to be good. I'm going back to just recording without the face cam. Then I realized that yeah, recording with face cam is just superior in general. I mean, ask PewDiePie. So yeah, that's what that was the solution there, and yeah, that I never went back to that particular channel. It was just because I like Beauty is Pain was one of the things that I saw casually, and I said, okay, I want to like address this, and show how much of a waste opportunity it is to start off with this incredible premise and very simple execution, but the storytelling really carried it, which was the kind of like what 2019 Gacha did was at its best, was storytelling carrying the lack of visuals from most people, lack of like editing techniques and such. And then essentially it just became halfway through, about like honestly like the halfway point, suddenly the main character starts going to a different school, and it's like an entirely different story. Suddenly she's caught up in a love
Dude,
triangle. The bad boy is the
movies
one
do
who's
the
like,
same thing, and I hate it. That happens too often in like big budget films, even where it's just
yeah,
like,
cut to movie number 2.
yeah, it's like they just forget what they're doing halfway through, and then suddenly there's a whole new enemy because they didn't know what to do with the original, and
With Hollywood films, it might be studio interference. They sound like, I don't like this ending. We need like a big baddie or something, and then it
that's
just
fair.
derails the whole thing.
You remember back whenever we got more films that had just like different endings depending on like what stage of production it was on or like where you saw it. I remember like Freddy versus Jason had, I think, two endings. One was the one that we got, but the other one was
I thought you were gonna say one where Freddy wins and one where Jason wins. Which one do you prefer?
well, I think that was it, but I think I don't remember which one won in the actual like final cut, or if any of them won. Like a lot of Godzilla, like King Kong movies, and end up making a third thing to make it a draw. But
Batman v Superman did exactly the same thing. Credit
yeah,
Doomsday. So like, oh wait a minute, we gotta fight this thing now. That's the wrong
yeah.
Batman voice, but you get the idea.
But there's a version out there where it was either Freddy or Jason going down to hell, and they were teasing that Pinhead was gonna be like was gonna be there for like another like versus film. It was great. So it would have like introduced a whole like third horror property into the universe.
I mean, yeah, just what if if they went through with that? Imagine just having to like contain a title with everyone in it at the same time. Yeah.
No man, they had the chance to make like one of the first huge like cinematic universes because they already had Freddy and Jason. That is canon.
First,
But big? I mean,
I don't know. I feel like Classical Monsters and Rankin Bass had them beat by decades.
Rankin Bass, sure.
And Universal Monsters is even older, like 40 years older than Rankin Bass.
Yeah, but I don't know very many people at this point that really remember like the monsters though. Rankin Bass has survived the ages, but I don't
I
know
guess
a ton
anyone who's seen
about.
the Dark Universe might have an association.
I've heard about the Dark Universe. I never got super into it. I know it was like a revival of.
There was nothing to get into. They made one movie and then quit.
Oh no, there. Well, okay. How exciting. I guess the intent though was a revival.
Yeah.
But that's about all. Even I myself don't really know a ton about the Universal Monster series, honestly.
Well, it was iconic enough to make the Frankenstein's monster mask a design that would last for the rest of time and is in every Halloween store ever.
Fair enough.
And I feel like there's that, and also among other things, like obviously popularizing Van Helsing the character more than he was, because it's like the central figure in a lot of those. I don't know. Anyway, that's enough derailing. My point was that Pineapple Party Gacha ruined their own plot during this time, and then Beauty's Pain for some reason is now is now privated, so you can't see it anymore unless you watch my review or you watch my other many rip-offs, because this is again 2019 Gacha. This is the era when people were like ripping
It's
each other
Taming
off.
the Bad Boy all over again.
It is. I didn't find any straight up re-uploads after one intro, but that did happen with Taming the Bad Boy as well, and it happened with this. Like Beauty is Pain was 9 times as popular as Taming the Bad Boy episode 1. So you can imagine there's a lot of them actually were quite well, they said in the title inspired by Panel Party Gacha. I want to check those out at some point, honestly.
You should go into like
other
your
one, I don't know how inspired they might have been versus, are they inspired or are they inspired? Are they,
No, you should go into your about page and just like list yourself as like an archive channel.
Yeah, it's happened. Ghosty mentioned this too. That it was that it's kind of touching in some ways, but yeah, a lot of shows. There are no other ways to watch them other than my reviews now. All of Disco Pops, all of Nice Pops, all of Adam Code Purple and Adam Code Purple Remastered, all of Taming the Bad Boy, Beauty is Pain.
This channel is simply where Gacha tubers specifically, are haunted by their creations.
Yeah, you would think that sometimes channels based on criticism are where things go to die, but no, this is where they go to stay alive, essentially.
This is where they get IV fed until eventually either this channel collapses or someone with way too much time on their hands gets a hold of your reviews and trims it and edits it in a way that they can get like the original copy to like its form. It is possible, but it requires some effort.
I mean, a lot of those things are non-voice actors, so you can just take that, get the original soundtrack, or more fittingly, get a better soundtrack in most of those cases. And yeah, regret it. I offered that to Johnny. I gave him a Google Drive folder of all of the reviews that I had done on his previous videos, so that he could, if he wanted to, salvage that content. But he never picked up. He never picked up on it.
There's some old Doctor Who episodes that are similar because this was before people cared as much about archival, and also the war was happening. So a lot of things just don't exist anymore. Unless you want to get
which war are we referring to here?
2, I think. World War II.
Doctor Who was started in 1963.
I don't know. Whichever one was going on in the 60s then. Like, I don't know. You do the math. I don't know. Wait, World War... would that be the Cold War? That was the Cold War, I think, wasn't it?
Well, yes, that was going on, but, like, I don't know if mutually assured destruction affected the archival footage of things of lack thereof.
It did, because some of the stuff got lost because a missile hit the archival areas.
Okay, I didn't actually not know that.
Yeah, there was like some episodes where a missile just came in, and so some of the stuff just got like destroyed.
Wow. Okay.
But
the biggest Doctor Who hater of all time, Nikita Khrushchev.
No. It's some of the stuff that still has like clips and stuff. If you don't want to get like the novelizations or scripts, you can still find some aspects of those, because what would happen is if, like, for instance, a whole like 4-episode story arc, I think they did this with like Marco Polo, where you can find like a whole like episode length, like a good 20-minute long episode that they like stitched together with like the remains of 4 like dying episodes because they couldn't find the rest of it.
Someone just like went to the wreckage, saw the broken film on the floor, cut out the parts that were scorched, and then realized, okay, right, this one goes here, this one goes here. There we go.
Yeah, yeah. They probably just found like the old script and just kind of played Guess Who.
There's just one gap somewhere in there where a scene is going on. There's like a pause that's happening, and suddenly it's like, Doctor.
Oh, I'm sure there's
It's like a
gotta be
huge
some
jump cut,
aspects
yeah.
like that. There's gotta be.
All right. Okay. Anyways, factory in the chat. Otherwise, we'll never get out of here and actually watch the video. Oh my gosh, Jacob, it was flawed from the start. Stop pointing out my mistakes. What do you think we do in these streams? Anyway, not ready to some today, but I told him I can't do long lines. Oh yeah, that's right. Kiddo was supposed to join us today, but her voice hurts, so we just have two guests. Sorry, I mean we
Boo,
have one
don't be
guest,
a
two people.
baby. I record for a villain who's always like bouncing their voices up and has monologues all the time.
I mean, this is also going to be like probably a 2-hour stream. You know, at the rate we're going right now.
I didn't mean BB. I was talking about A11.
I mean, okay, all right. I've never heard this character before, so
Yeah, you have. It was in the last episode of Tales from the No.
oh,
That's the
just
book
oh,
series.
okay, Secrets of the Plex. Then I just didn't know
Yeah.
the name. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's in the. I'm allowed to say that. That's in the description.
Yeah, his lines are of a chapter of a book. I'm fine with some long lines, but a chapter of a book long lines, and that is why we put the monologue from Pop as a thing. Anyway, the Butter plus mini movie come strap in for 4-hour stream. Yeah, I should point out that this video is actually the video itself is supposed to be 15 minutes long.
Oh, we should start going then.
Yeah, I'm just going through. This is why I didn't think the voicing in Aiden series, whatever my role will be, was a good idea. Well, why? Because you were worried about like the pitches you were supposed to do, because that's what the other part says. I'm not sure about that. I'm confused. Inspired plagiarized. What? Did someone say something? Yeah, I guess not, actually. I don't choose my new horror series, Weirder Stuff, led by our protagonist, 12. Yes. And the paired up with Michaela Harrison, who goes by Mike sometimes. Anyway, it was 25 minutes. Yeah, because we're talking about war. Yep.
It happens.
Yeah.
You know, you ever just get into a tangent about war?
Surprisingly, not when you're not part of the conversation.
Weird. How odd.
Okay, Pineapple Party Gacha. This video is called Hope, and it's the description says, "Hope you like it, Uwu." I don't know if that was actually meant. I want to say that's a pun because like,
But,
hope you like it, but I actually don't know. That might have been a coincidence. I actually have no idea. But either way, this video is about hope in all of its forms, maybe? I don't know why I picked this one. Maybe it's just because it was Pineapple Party Gacha. I want to see more of her content. So I guess let's see more of her content. Without further ado, on with the review. Okay, so immediately we actually have a little bit of paid editing with the cover, which actually blended a lot more than you would think. This is an interesting one. I don't know this background from Gacha Life, so maybe this was custom too. I'm not sure. I was worried he wouldn't tell me everything I signed up for. Like I'd agree with him. Oh, I mean, I know about like Graphics Beers due tomorrow. Sometimes it might be like that case, but yeah, with Aiden and with my stuff, honestly, depending on like how long the show's going to run for, you might be in for like way longer than you expect. But we normally disclose that in the advertising.
I like keeping things secret about my stuff a lot of times when possible. So I would be more liable to not give you the full story.
Oh no, I don't mean to give you the full story. I just mean that we tell people when something's going to run on for a long time. That's all.
Oh.
Lately, I've been.
Oh, Josh is saying change the background. Oh, of course, it's not Halloween yet.
Hey.
And I'm glad you said that because, like, immediately I remembered that yes, Pineapple Party Gacha used a lot of.
Well, no, we can keep it. We can keep it. It's isn't it Semaine today?
What?
That's right. It is Semaine. So yeah, it technically still works.
You just said week in French, and I don't know if that's like.
No, that's it's a Gaelic festival. It's
Okay.
It's like an older, it's like an ancient version of Halloween.
All right. I guess it is also Day of the Dead today. That works too.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, you know what? You know what? Here, Day of the Dead. Have some skeletons. There we go. That works.
De el Muerto?
Yeah, Dia de los
Muerta?
Muertos.
Muerto. Does that change depending on the gender?
Well, yeah, muerto is masculine, muerta is feminine,
Okay.
muertos and muertas is plural. But yeah,
I wasn't sure because I know some of them are always masculine. I'm not sure which words are or aren't though.
probably things that apply to that apply to objects rather than people.
Okay.
Anyways, someone please dig my grave. Day of the Dead. There you go. And I mentioned the word French, and that was it. Anyways, yeah. So I forgot that. Yeah, some of these songs they do actually match, at least, but it was still an issue. So we are going to be muting that, and I don't.
Oh
think
yeah,
I've
yeah.
done
You're
this-
not getting paid for this.
I don't think I've done this since My Shimmering Husband, but we're gonna bring back the restream music. So
Oh boy.
let's see. Down.
By the way,
tempo.
guys, if any of you speak Gaelic or have any idea how the accent works, sorry. I'm pretty sure it's not actually pronounced Semaine. I don't know how it's pronounced. Apologies.
Oh, okay. I think the song. Wait, Nightcore. Anything except Nightcore in this song. I don't think this was a Nightcore version. It sounds like it was just. It sounds like the same key as normal and the same tempo. So I don't think it's Nightcore. But
The track you're using right now.
No, the one from before. The song.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway.
We could always risk your monetization and find out.
So at some point I'll unpause and I'll test the music and see if it's like the same. Anyway, what should I wear for my fave school? Found a perfect one immediately. After looking for about a second. Oh great, the sleeves. This is my second most hated thing that needed to die in the gacha community was mismatched sleeves. What drunken tailor is getting paid to sew that stuff together? It's right behind eye patches on levels of annoying. But, oh well. Proceeds to slide around. It's like it's being dragged across the screen. It's keyframing, but it's weird keyframing, and now we're in the background, which is why the props has moved as well, because we had to recenter that. Yeah, of course, and everything's resized. Ah yes, comb your hair with a fork, because there wasn't a comb prop. And the fork also makes your hair go into pictures. Yeah! 2019 Gacha was way weirder than sometimes I give it credit for. Man, 2010 times were scary! Oh, he looks so cute. I hope I can make friends. Okay, I will say one thing about this. It's like around this time, like, we at least have a character who starts off with confidence. This might not last, but having someone show up with confidence and enthusiasm and be actually genuinely happy at the start of a 2019 gacha video, extremely rare.
Well, the name is Hope.
Unless they're like 5. I think that might be it. Maybe the character's name is Hope. Maybe that's not just the name of the video, maybe that's the name of the character. But apparently we're calling her Ariel. Believe it or not, the sleeves can be customized individually in Gacha Life, so it's just a sleeves model. Well, yeah, I know. I remember this. I avoided this outfit design. I found it once. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not using this, and it was everywhere. Laughs hysterically in error ace. Oh right, because of the maybe a cute boy thing. Yeah, fair enough. Again, the last video that I watched of Pineapple Party Gacha ruined itself as soon as the romance plot started being introduced. But maybe if it's going to be about romance this time, it won't be so stark of a contrast. We'll see. Don't know what this is about yet. Ducks down, puts on shoes with holding a sleeve there, yep. Slides around a house with inconsistent lighting. And it is the night sky This is a custom background, and as such, there is no excuse for why this is why the sky is here. What is even the point? And also, you can tell it's a little bit custom because actually this character has been cropped out, because you can tell that some of the solid background has formed a white outline around the character there. Anyway, it has a face inside the speech bubble. The description of this video said, "Hope you like it, uwu." So, yes, PPG makes. Oh, okay, just fade into yourself. I bet everyone is so nice. Oh, because you had to, like, instead of in the chat bubble as a separate keyframe as well, because I'm guessing it was used a white pad to then go back into... Wait, no, that's impossible. You couldn't do that because it was a custom background. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. This whole thing confuses me. And it's also worth pointing out that the timing of these frames, like, it just does not work, because I'm guessing the keyframing was on one layer. I know this because I made this exact same mistake in the first Music Girl episode, where Reina reaches the end of the screen and then immediately slides back down again as the next scene comes in, and the background changes in one frame, and that's why, if you can tell if you like slow it down. Honestly, even if you don't. So yeah, this is where multiple layers would have been beneficial, but again, because it's KineMaster, I don't think you can do more than 2 layers with the free version, and so we are stuck with this. So I can at least say an attempt was made. Oh, and thumbnail frame apparently. Okay. I'm sorry I didn't join this review. I need Ghosty swear alternative site. Oh, I forgot about that actually. Ghosty should have been yesterday's review, because that would have broken the curse. Because they were all...
Have you ever used the site, by the way, just for funsies?
Not really. No. I got sent it just like out of curiosity, but no, I just mostly I just reposting the link to other people who ask about it. Anyway, OMG, I can't believe you're coming to my school. And this is the wrong you're. Okay.
Classic.
I haven't seen you since 4th grade, Selena. Way to reveal your first character's... Oh, and this is another thing that I did like about this, is when you actually reveal characters' names as they get addressed. It's like introducing them to you one by one. It's not essential, and actually, when reviewing, it helps to actually have all the characters' names on the screen, but it works either way. KineMaster is pronounced like that. I thought it was pronounced KineMaster. Yeah, I thought so too at first, but Jay said KineMaster, so
I've always said KineMaster. Why KineMaster?
Because Cinemaster, Cinema, KineMaster.
What about Cinemaster though? Wait, how does that fit into the equation?
I'm guessing there was already an app called Cinemaster. It sounds like a popular name.
I guess.
Oh, it's you, Matilda. Reveal of the name. Oh, no, apparently we don't see the chat of the name appear on top of her. Okay, never mind. But there you go, and it's Matilda, not Hope. I only hung out with her because she hung out with my friend. Now, this is kind of interesting because introducing dramatic irony, but through forced exposition. So I don't know what to really like evaluate this as, because on one hand, it's very clunky in the way this is done, but it's not done to the character, so we don't have to suffer through someone saying like, oh, you know, you only hang out with because of your sister, they hang out with my friend and blah blah blah. I never actually liked you, saying it to you deliberately. And because that's not happening, Matilda's going to be like, oh my goodness, we're such great friends. I'm going to hang out with you all the time because you're the one person that I know, which has been known to happen in the past. If anything, which was like that. But yeah, so I guess ultimately net positive. Also, I'm guessing this is like SC. Is that slightly?
I thought that meant scene, but then the SC2 kind of throws that theory out the window.
Yeah, because I think it was meant to be like Singed 1, Sin 2.
Oh, Sins counter.
Oh, okay, fine. There we go.
That makes sense.
There was a face in the speech bubble.
Hey, let's go. I called it out before Bond said it. I'm a genius.
There you
I'm a
go.
genius, everybody.
Showing off the psychic powers. It runs in the family with Butters.
It does. You should have seen our grandma, man. We couldn't get anything past her.
No.
Literally nothing.
Anyways, and this part we don't need. She's not my friend. Like, that was already implied with the previous line. I missed you so much. I hope we can still be best friends. What did I tell you?
Selena reminds me of Emmeline. She looks like Emmeline.
Hold on, I missed a line. But yeah, she does look like Emmeline. And also acts like Emmeline, apparently. I guess like early Diaries Emmeline, not like later. Okay, I have other friends. Oh. Okay. I thought it was gonna be like an awkward thing where we like get like constant like thoughts of annoyance, or we see her, you know, slowly gets more and more exasperated in her face as, you know, Matilda, the bundle of positivity, who now has a name above her head and not when she was introduced, starts to wear her down. But oh well, never mind. And yes, that's right, sync counts at 4. The backgrounds don't match the time of day. I guess you could also say the growing school bus.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. So because it's been such a big FNAF year and there's been a lot recently, I saw that come by and I immediately started thinking of like William Afton driving in to kill Charlie in a big like purple like Lamborghini, except he's driving a bus. And it's just the funniest image in my head. Imagine this old dude just driving around in a bus looking for some kids, and then he's just like, in we go.
Mm.
And he just drives up real casually.
Yeah, well, okay. Described a similar study Sherlock, just it was a taxi and not a bus. Anyway, off it goes with its grey shadow and slightly grown features, slightly augmented features. Why are they fading from each other? Okay.
They didn't want to bother animating movement.
This day already sucks. I've been outside for indeterminate amount of time, and here we go. Here comes the love plot, which admittedly introduced quickly. We haven't really like set up anything too much yet, apart from that Matilda's alone. So let's see what happens. And this is the same character that was getting on the bus with her. So either we're recycling designs, or it was important for them to be like, oh, like I said, it was just a hint at the beginning, and that's, you know, girl in the background there is going to be the rival. The napping van, if adding kids want to nap.
It's not as cute. I wish it were.
That has the same energy as, oh no, it's German. It means the Bart, the. Anyway.
You said that, and I'm just thinking of Heather's.
Okay.
Because there's a bit where like the guy is trying to convince the main character, hey, we can go and like shoot these guys, and she's like, no, I don't want to kill them. He's like, oh, don't worry, these are German for, and I forget it was German for. He said it meant like German for like tranquilizer or something, or like number or sleep or whatever. But where it was like German for lie or something like that, and it was just a straight up bullet.
Okay. Yeah, what I was referring to was the Simpsons episode where Sideshow Bob is on trial and trying to, you know, get parole. And they talk about like the fact that he has Bart's die on his chest, and he's like, no, it's German, it means the Bart, the. And it's like, oh yeah, of course. No one who's German can be evil. No one who speaks German can be evil. And that's yeah.
That's two different jokes, and I love it.
Of course, yeah, that's classic Simpsons for you. They layering stuff on top of each other, yeah, and just not having it linger for too long. Anyway, see, the fact that the front makes all the characters as capitals really diminishes my point of anger.
I too feel anger very frequently.
I'm Cameron, Are you new to this school district with something? What was that? Why is that smudged out? I guess it was like a mistype. Okay. Anyway, yeah. What class do you have? No question mark. Class 201. Same. We're not going to say what subject. That's too specific.
I will say, what is this? Is this high school or college? Like, or something else? Is this even in America?
I don't know. It could be a middle school. Could be anywhere really. I don't know.
Well,
there's
because all I'm
undefined
asking
locations.
is because here most of our schools, it's not just, and I see this in a lot of media, and I've always kind of questioned it. Why is it the like characters are always like, which class do you have? Classes. Usually it's multiple. In fact, a lot of cases you're like required to do multiple.
Yeah, in my primary school, we had every lesson in the same classroom, and the teachers would the teachers would be ones rotating rather than having the teachers be the ones that stay put and the students move around. But
yeah, see, for us, it's the other way.
Yeah, maybe it's that. Yeah, everywhere else I've felt it the other way around. Actually, wait, no. In the US, when I was in elementary school, actually the same teacher taught us every single subject, so we were in the same room. But
I will say, I do remember that in like elementary.
Okay, maybe this is in elementary school then.
Maybe. I think in elementary they just do it because it's all at such basic level that they assume anyone will just be able to teach it.
Any elementary school kids would wear ripped jeans, right?
Yeah, they got their rebellious stage early.
Exactly.
Either that or they have abusive household. We're not going to question it, though.
This is 2019 Gacha, would not surprise me. What does surprise me, however, is the fact Cameron just seems to so willingly abandon his friend over there. I feel like they were mid-conversation or something, and then his friend / possibly girlfriend was like, no, hold on, I'm gonna cut you off there. There's a new girl here. I'm gonna like drag her by the grown sleeve through past this shortcut. You know, I'm such a good person. He's probably just being nice. I mean, not to you, but in general, I guess.
Meanwhile, you just have this dude standing in the background for this entire scene, just watching them.
Yeah, he wouldn't cheat. Well, I guess that's confirmed. They are dating.
Yeah, you can't just say that out loud. Don't you get it? You're in a movie. You can't do things like that.
This isn't out loud. That's a thought bubble.
You need to control your thoughts better, all right? You need to stop these intrusive thoughts.
Ah, yes, of course. Stop intrusive thoughts. That's a very, very tangible goal for most people.
Yeah. Yeah, anyone can do it, really.
Aha. Anyway, oh my god, guys. Cameron is so in love with a new girl. He would obviously break up with Millie. Better stop her, sentence it says, but if there was a comma there, it would say, better stop her, Millie. Wouldn't you mean better stop him? Like stop him from breaking up with you or the other girl? Because like Matilda didn't do anything. She was just like, oh, I have this class. Oh, sure, here, come with me. Guess that's all she did. Anyway, so is this school good? It's okay. I love the brutal honesty from students though, because of course, like the teachers and all the staff are gonna try and like sell you the place because that's what they have to do. But the students are like, whatever, you'll live. Anyways, don't be.
Yeah, people don't bring guns here, which is lucky for most schools here.
Shows you I might not be in America. I should go to get my girlfriend, who I could have brought with me if that was a concern and we're in the same class as each other. Why not just like take her as well? Why does she have to stay behind while
because
you can't have conversation?
Because you need the narrative reasoning.
But there is no narrative reason.
No. He's gonna cheat because he walked away with the girl alone, and therefore he's gonna be a cheater.
Oh wow, so I better stop Matilda then. Clearly she's the one that needs dealing with. By the way, I like your hair like this, just like rips down.
Oh my god, no! I thought he just pulled off a wig
Punches.
for a second there, dude. I thought he like tore off this lady's wig and was like, "Nice hair, by the way. I like it."
Yeah, but like appreciate the motion that we needed for that. Like, he didn't like untie her. There was no like frame of her hair being loosened out and then like, you know, being put back in place underneath itself. No, he just literally just went, "Hey, I like your hair like this." Straight down. Why did he do that? And say like, "I like your hair like..." Why? He's all. This is okay. You know what? I gotta play the red flag thing because this is throwing off some bad signs. Why is Millie dating this man? What does she see in him? Millie can do better. Justice for Millie and also Matilda's hair.
I love
Anyways.
how quickly you.
Sorry, I cut you off mid-sentence there. What were you saying?
I said I love how quickly you turned against this guy.
So, yeah, like he hasn't done like a solid like good thing this whole time, apart from like I guess dragging a class. Okay, sure. Like anyone else couldn't have done that.
Who
Like,
just
they're not
rained
witness-
on your webcam?
I actually have no idea. I think it might just be getting grainy. Then again, we're supposed to be in the middle of a storm right now, so who knows?
it's magical
Maybe
rain.
It's a ghost storm. Yes. Exactly. Yeah, I'm sure that, you know, magical rain can happen inside. You know, it says so in Hogwarts of History. Blink Morse code if you're in danger, Matilda. Why are you blinking so much? All right. Actually, speaking of music, let's unmute for a second and see what the track is.
Lately,
Nothing
same
that you
thing.
can play.
It's the exact same music. It's still the first song.
Either we
Spent
are
almost
very
an hour here.
Either we have barely spent. Either they've looped it, or we're at like the very beginning of this still.
Yeah. Beauty is Pain didn't loop any songs. It just kept on picking tracks that had like the same central theme to them. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna be looped. I think we're like towards the end here. I think this is if I'm guessing the music correctly, we just got it to the end of the bridge, and we're now going into the last chorus. Anyway, yes, you're welcome for knowing the reference. And off he slides. I love that. It's like he's like starts slowly, was like, "I gotta go." Dun 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 dun. Anyways, I hear him coming. I would know his sliding steps anywhere. Oh God, what have they done to Millie? I just realized what had happened there. Good grief, you look horrifying. You are in elementary school, lady. I don't actually know if that's true or not. I was just... Where did they even get those clothes? Did they just come prepared for this? I was supposed to stop her from... It's not supposed to stop him from breaking up with her. Make her look like the creature from the Black Lagoon. No. Anyways, you really know. I hate this. Yeah.
You know what I hate especially? The fact that whenever she has her arm covering like her right boob. Sorry, I had to remember my left or rights there for a second.
It's actually her left because she's facing the other way.
It is, but her arm covering that boob because it's all the same skin color, right? It just looks like she has like only half of a bra.
Ah, yikes!
She's just walking around school with like a half, just half of it. It's all right.
This is the reason that Luna May updated the game. Anyways, here he comes. Baby. Ah! Yeah, exactly.
I love that animation. Can we get that again? I want that again.
Let's see. Hold on. All right, here we go. Being jump scared by a FNAF movie, like.
It's funny. You'd think that they'd have a lot of cheap jump scares. They really don't. There's very few, surprisingly.
Isn't that what like the FNAF games are
No,
most
totally.
known
Yeah, you're
for?
100% right to think that. No, you're right, but no, not in this movie.
This is why I'd survive the Jigsaw movie. Can we like actually make that in Minecraft at some point? Just like one room as a whole set. Just get a bunch of FNAF enthusiasts in the room trying to discern the timeline, and then just me.
That's the next episode of Drama Club.
All sins removed because it's accurate and I'm lazy. Okay. Anyways, relax, babe. It's just me, Millie, after a horrible accident. Anyway, you look beautiful the way you're. Oh no, I accidentally went skip back. No, I can't skip back. Here we go. There we are. Oh, and I guess he just wiped away the lipstick as well. Anyways, love you. Oh wow, the first animated pose, it was just to do that. If you're gonna use them, actually use them. And also, why are you here? He left you outside your classroom. Go inside the class. Why did you follow him? Good
He has.
Lord.
We're having a stalker plotline.
Okay. I only hope not. Vomiting in my mouth right now. Yeah, I might have been to bring back that sing counter bond. I think I might have edited it too prematurely there.
And I like how they just gave up on the whole like text box thing. Now they're just using the captions feature.
I'll tell you why that is. It's because the chat bubble would be cropped off the screen. They're probably going to go right back to it. I hope we get an insane twist that Matilda loves Millie. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Ditch Cameron. He's terrible. Yeah, have Matilda x Millie all the way. I'm fully in favor of this. Which is saying a lot because normally I'm not in favor of ships that haven't actually spoken a single word to each other, but given the alternative, yeah, definitely those two. Oh. Let's go, babe. Let's go into the classroom where you will get immediately dress coded. Because...
Right, I was about to say, there's no way you're allowed to walk around in that in school. Maybe while you're doing like a nice jog or something, sure, but not at school. That's not even like a really high crop top. I'm pretty sure you're just wearing a bra.
Okay, Kit. Yeah, immediately. Millie, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
You know, now that it's been pointed out to me that when dark-skinned characters like blush that way, being horribly inaccurate, I can't unsee it. Monet has brought that to my attention. I've never forgotten it since. Good grief. You have children watching your stuff, y'all. Think of the kids. Think of the children. Anyway.
To be fair, people made that same argument with the FNAF movie. I don't know how much I like the think of the demographic that you don't want watching it, but probably will.
I mean, at that point, you could like wash your hands of all responsibility, quite honestly.
Yeah.
It's kind of like with Deadpool. Everyone knew what the film rating was, but people still complained about it.
Right? I remember that being a big deal with parents as well. It's like, dude, it's even rated R.
Yeah, not exactly. Yeah, those parents would have grown up in the 80s when PG meant something way more, so should not have been even surprised. Anyway, I can already tell that it's another YouTuber cameo. This is an automatic sin. Why is a YouTuber cameo an automatic sin? What's the
Man,
like...
you must have hated the FNAF movie. Oh my god.
I was gonna say this kind of thing. This is one of the trends that didn't bother me, honestly. I mean, sometimes it was the it went a bit to the point where the YouTuber's personality would take over, so people have to know who they are. But otherwise, it's just essentially just someone else as a different character. Why the heck not? Anyway, remember Venom is PG-13. Yeah, so Deadpool being rated R. That's like 3 above that? I don't know. Whatever. This bothered me so much. It's so annoying. Man, you must have hated Tammy the Bad Boy then. The last episode was almost nothing but cameos. Apart from that one scene that was the worst thing I've seen in my life.
Oh, dude, you know what's funny? If you recreate that, instead of making it like YouTuber cameos and stuff, make it into just a ton of random Butterverse cameos that don't make any sense being there.
Yeah, we are not recreating that episode of Tammy the Bad Boy. Actually, well, we did start writing a remake, but by the time we get to episode 12, we're gonna have to have a conversation. Anyway, I'm going to call your mum to bring clothes, or just
Any
put her
clothes,
back in
as a
her old
matter of
clothes.
fact.
Yeah, but just put her back in the clothes that she like came to school in. I don't know. Selena probably still has them, and you get detention.
No, she
'cause why
threw
not?
them in the trash.
I'm sorry, babe,
How could I?
but
have
you
not
really
seen this
were
coming?
stupid. What were you thinking? I've obviously since I never watched Taming the Bad Boy.
Because it didn't
Well-
exist.
I mean, because it didn't. What do you mean it didn't exist? We're not. Like, it depends on what era we're talking about here. I'm not. When
I
Venom
don't.
came out,
I'm
but
pretty sure that by the time Bond would have learned about it, it would have been deleted.
I don't know. But Bond, how long have you been in the Gacha community? That's a good question. Either way, the answer is you can watch Tim the Bad Boy now because it's
It's all reviewed.
archived on the world's greatest Gacha archive channel that was never meant to be that. Anyway, and she has wings. What's the matter with wings? Again, in some worlds, you know, they just have hybrid characters. Okay, that's the one of those like world building things that's just environmental storytelling with gachas, and also the reason why I got complaints from Jay. Why there's no characters with horns or ears or stuff? Is like I explained this already.
KW bad boy, not bad boys.
Yeah, there were multiple bad boys in the series, even in the first episode, but yeah, only one bad boy that was deemed worthy of being tamed.
Yeah, it's the title's referencing a specific one.
Yeah, I know that was Late Reaction Junior's toying in with me with these jewels. What jewels? What are you talking about? Anyways, we bought a movie ticket so we could go after school. Sorry, these lines sometimes like go by at 1,000 miles an hour. Okay, whatever. We're not gonna know because he said there was gonna be like a. I guess they're gonna watch a movie. They're gonna watch FNAF the movie like 4 years early.
Lucky them.
I'll go with you, Cameron. Oh, right, because she got detention, so she can't go to see the movie today. Is the ticket booked for that particular day? I guess it would be because I had to reserve them before. Maybe that's the case.
Yeah,
but
this
fine.
was pre-COVID, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a packed theater.
Okay. All right.
Theaters are kind of dead now, but
Wow, I wasn't even trying that time because you mentioned it. Also, Matilda, what a jerk. Yeah, she is vastly becoming Kathy from Falcon Claw University with none of the subtlety of Kathy from Falcon Claw University. Or the planning, so you don't waste your money. Sure, Selena's like, Matilda's growing on me. Maybe I was too harsh to judge her at first. She is an agent of mayhem, like myself. I'll pick you up at 4. Could we just like say Matilda's meant to be the main character, right? But so far, like I'm following like Millie's story way more than this. You know, Millie has a nice life at first before she gets messed with, and her terrible boyfriend shows his true colors immediately as soon as the new girl comes in, and she's got to like recover from that. I feel more for her. She should have been the lead of this, and I know that I'm like, you know, campaigning for characters and their depressing arcs as a thing for Directing Gacha, but there's a right way I wanted to do that. This would have been the right way. But oh well, I can. My hope is not is tapped out in this video. Anyways, okay, class, what we done already? Melly Anderson to the front office. Didn't I just call her mum? What the heck, sis? You're lucky I got the call and not mum. Now tell me, why are you dressed like this? No reason. Tell me.
I didn't feel like getting dressed.
You're never fully dressed without actual clothes. Anyway, she'll be mad anyway. I got detention. Where did you learn this behavior? Okay, hear me out. Some random girls told me I need to do this to get my terrible boyfriend, you know, Cameron. Yeah, that jerk. Yeah, him. To get him to not break up with me. So I immediately went along with the plan, and they have my actual clothes, and they didn't give them back, I guess. Anyway, that hair is a rat's nest, girl. You need Matilda's fork brush.
You know,
she does.
I'll have you know it is very cold here. I would really like a shirt.
Well, you're not getting one. Stop acting like my mum. Interesting that she says my mum rather than saying mum, implying that I guess they might be like half sisters potentially.
I will say, I have half siblings, and I for the longest time would say my mom. We are half siblings, but not because of our mom. We all share the same mom.
Oh,
it
okay.
could just be force of habit.
Maybe.
Because, like, whenever you're talking to friends, you're like, my mom, right? So...
Yeah. My mom! Anyway. I'm closer to a mom than a real mom. But fine. I'll call mom. No, I'm sorry. I'll call her. Sorry.
She'll get the
I
bell.
thought she was gonna handcuff her to, like, I thought there was a handcuff for a second there. I was like, where is this going? Anyway, here's a bag of clothes that I immediately have. I'm glad that PPG actually, like, addressed the plot hole of the sis just being called right now and already having a solution, but just because you address it doesn't mean it is not still there. That's still a plot hole. And yes, sounds like mum is abusive. And that is going to real quick. Yeah, well, this time I prefer it done this way rather like seeing the mum and like suddenly immediately, even though the music was probably going to be like terribly inappropriate for that, just having her like come in and like slap her in the face or something, which did happen.
Oh god, yeah. What do you think the music was whenever they just implied the mom being abusive?
It's probably the same track that's playing right now, so let's find out.
I don't know what that's from.
I don't know where it's from either, but I have heard it in like a billion other videos. It's one of those like classic gacha songs, you know.
Okay.
Anyways, I did it because of Cameron. Oh, that jerk! I tried to break up with him weeks ago! Yeah, see? Even she knows.
Dude, this
she does to him.
sounds like me over here. The amount of times I've told Shorty how much I just don't like their partners half the time.
Yeah. Which is accurate in most cases.
Which is unfortunately correct.
Mm-hmm. Where's the singing battle happening? Oh, that's when Millie and Matilda show off. Like they face off in the finale.
Oh, imagine
it's just a singing battle.
Imagine this was all a musical, and they're actually saying all these lines in the same like tune or rhythm as the song's playing in the background.
Huh. That's actually not a bad idea. I'll have to use that for something.
Feel free.
Okay. they should break up. Oh, okay, it's not gonna carry the I was building up the whole thing. Anyway, transition to the lunch. She walks on over. She has glasses now. You look like a nerd. What happened? I'm not allowed to wear those clothes. Ah-ooh, ah-ooh. I don't know. That's how the song goes.
No.
Anyway.
Thanks
Yeah,
for adding
like,
in that last bit. I appreciate it.
I've heard it too many times. Anyway, I think Cam would like this outfit. You didn't even pick it. Why are you trying to pretend that this is like a thing that Sister chose for him? I don't know. She's gonna sing Take a Hint. Well, take a hint is for like being hit on.
Dude,
Yeah,
you
Take
said
a
hang on. I
Hint
thought
is
you were about to pop in here, start going all in with Take a Hint.
It's like, okay,
You're
fine.
gonna
We're
leave
gonna
your
do this
room and
properly.
come back in, and you're just gonna be like, take a hint, take a.
I just like go behind the pillar here, and then just immediately just like, nah, 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 nah.
Someone clip that, please. Those leg movements all over here.
You know, people keep on saying like, "Oh, someone clip these," then no one does anything with the clips. I want to see like Jacob Butter compilations or something.
I want one of these to go viral.
Honestly, just but actually, you know what?
Is viral
Please?
a term people use, by the way? I feel like I never use it. I never hear it anymore. Is that like a modern term?
Well, I mean, it's not that modern, but it's used. It's not
Because
that
like I'm just saying,
modern
I feel like I
anymore.
haven't heard that term
around for a
be
while.
used by someone in like my generation in years.
I guess the last time I heard it like used in mainstream, I guess, was the was in "Humble" by Kendrick Lamar. Whereas like my left stroke just went viral, which I have no clue what that means, but whatever.
What does the... Oh, I
Anyway.
guess because viral infection. Yeah, that makes sense, actually.
Yeah. Hold on. Maybe that's why it stopped being used, because of COVID.
COVID killed it.
You want anything going viral? Yeah.
The term
Right.
caught COVID.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised that there's not like some sort of rap song out there where someone says like something is going viral like COVID. I can see that being like a rap lyric somewhere. I just haven't.
Oh
heard
yeah,
that song. I'm
COVID.
sure it exists.
COVID at this point, I think, is normal, or well perceived as being normal enough. I was never bothered with it a ton in the first place, but you know.
I'm too depressed to care.
Well, no, it's just because it's like it happens with every disease. This like. I remember telling my parents this whenever it first started. It's like, oh, it's the end of the world. No, it's not. This is what the flu was when we first discovered it. No one cares about the flu now.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's gonna kill a lot of people, and then we're gonna find a fix, and then it's gonna be just another thing that you get when you're like 5 years old.
No one does anything with the clips. Bond seems to take offense to that. If Gacha 2 would stop security breach delaying these clips, I'm guessing that's mean delaying like security breach, not having Grayson.
Yeah, I was about to say, is it like a reference to the FNAF game, or is it like?
Oh yes, I mentioned Kaz, you know how like Game Grumps Animated exists?
Yeah.
Is that like how it'd be cool, like, you know, Gachify some of like the stuff that happens on streams or in other videos, like whatever. Just something with that. And I guess Bond ran with the concept and has faulty weighting. This guy wearing star pants either means he's weird, which I wouldn't put past him, or it's the 80s.
Or third
Mr.
option, hear me
Star
out.
Pants.
Yeah, or hear me out.
Fashion's here. Yeah.
Perhaps his name is Patrick.
I mean, I guess even Patrick wears polka dots, right? Doesn't wear stars.
No, it's like clovers
Oh,
or
stars.
something, isn't it? Hang on. Patrick Star. And clovers look a whole lot like...
They look more like stars than polka dots, admittedly. Yes.
Yeah, it's like flowers or something.
Okay. Oh, it makes sense because like the background of the end credits. Anyway, or I guess the background of the sea itself. For some reason, it's like they got giant floating flowers in there's at the in the backgrounds of every shot of Bikini Bottom. I don't know why. Anyway.
You know.
Oh yeah, we jinxed again. You said that Sister notified her. I don't remember saying that for some reason. That's gone from my mind now, saying notified. But there you go. Oh, calling Millie. Oh, all right. Okay. At least put light makeup on. No, Cameron said she was fine the way she was. She was beautiful the way she was. That was the point. That's like the one good thing that Cameron has done so far. Don't take that away from him. Go get your man. I thought it was Matilda for a second there. That's a different character. Oh god. Looks too similar. It's Matilda. She's fully become the rival character. Like I said, we are just following Millie in the story now. Anyway. Oh, okay. Alright, fine. I'll take it. Babe. Like me better now. No, it's not a question mark. Like me better now. I demand it. I order you. And yes, Cameron is very much floating. Either that or he's balancing his foot on the tiny lockers, and he's just, you know, has incredible calf muscles or something. Anyway, are you serious? I love you, but you're trying too hard. You're trying too hard. Stop trying too hard. I don't know what that is, but stop trying it. And also, how dare you put, like, you said you just put on like clothes. You didn't even choose this outfit. I'm sorry, but I feel like you will leave me for someone prettier. Or someone more emotionally stable. Good grief. I should go. See you at the movies. What to wear? Oh, we're back here again.
School.
After school. Yeah.
Yours
We're
is
back
way
to the-
better than mine. Where did you pull that from?
I've done it a few times. It's like every time that we get like a time jump, I just have practice. Anyway. Hey man, women are emotional. I understand that, and I have admittedly dated someone who was concerned about you know, the people that I was with, like getting jealous as a result. As he would ask me at one point, you know, like whenever I mentioned I was like with a friend or something, she would ask male or female, and like, who cares? Like, I'm with you. Deal with it.
You know, that was worded awkwardly, but sure, it's made even more awkward by the message Bond put in following that.
I mean, I don't know if that's awkward, more so there's accuracy. Anyway.
Well, yeah, but it's like, it's not like, you know, it's a bit
Weird. It seems like the classic, like, you know, manly joke of like, it must be that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, I'm just thinking of like the misogynistic, like 90s kind of like comedy that you get.
Yeah, or that one episode of Falcon University where Aphmau herself makes the joke and then it becomes a running gag for the whole thing. Oh, it's graduation days. Graduation days, that happens. And for some reason, while the guys thought it was a time of the year rather than a month, which you are going to college, good sir. How did you not learn about this already?
Well, technically, it is the time of the year, just not for human women.
Implying that werewolves and Mifa only have it once a year.
Actually, I never thought it. Maybe, actually.
First of all, I don't think the character was a werewolf who said it. I can't remember, but I don't think they were. And secondly, wouldn't that like decrease the population numbers of werewolves and Mifa by a factor of 12 if that were the case?
Well, I don't know, because like dogs and cats like do only have it like once a year, right? So I mean, maybe, very possibly, yeah.
They compliment their hybrids. Is actually every 6 months. If I was typing in chat and talk to NPC, well, you're welcome to join. You just never asked to join PC, so just assume there. We'll type in chat. Fine. Anyways, yes, fine. Emotional moment for a woman, possibly possibly time of the month related. We don't know. Conclusion: nothing. Results inconclusive. We're carrying on. Back to the same situation we were in at the start of this episode. This mini movie. What to wear? Let's see. Just gonna choose something. Oh, she looks a little bit like. Yeah, she reminds me of Saria Woods.
I kind of
dig Pain.
I dig the hat, but just because it kind of gives me like a noir feel. I can totally picture like this outfit walking down the street in black and white color.
Yeah, I think just the fact that Gacha Life had hats as a feature, people actually popularized them. I don't see many people wearing hats as accessories nowadays.
Oh, I can't unsee it now. Dang it, Vaughn.
This is the Gacha Sins like bonus round that Cinema Sins would do, where they're like every time a character floats is like an extra sin. Yeah, it's that.
Maybe these rooms should start just having a stool.
Yeah, either that or PPG needs to like angle the characters better. Oh, it's because she couldn't reach the top of the, like the bag thing. Which, dare I suggest resizing the characters? There's a scale feature for a reason. We could just pretend they're like a different angle or something, or just, the camera's like a little bit closer to them. It's the thing with people.
Oh yeah, you don't even have to show the ground there. That's a good point. Yeah.
Well, yeah, cameras are like zooming in. That's something that people. I didn't think to do, but I didn't think even to resize the characters. They just like kept them at this level. But even height differences, some people just forgot that was like a thing that they allow. Even in this one, like the few non-home page things, you could do this in studio mode. It was like very easy. Gotcha's happening or what? I've been way too busy for like a longest time, but we do need to have like a talk about that. I think we're gonna bring in someone else. When we're gonna bring in Ghosty, I think. I can't remember. I don't bring on a third person as like the editor. we need to like talk about logistics of this. But by all means, PPG would be a perfect like starting point for that because as far as classic gacha tubers go. Anyways, just not KW's hat, not KW. I mean Taylor. My hat that is. All the more reason not to join VC. What? Because you'll say something, you get something wrong in the like. I guess that would turn the tables on than KW, like last time. Oh, that's a clever way to do it. Like fade the background down while she like leaves the screen, rather than have it just like abruptly change. Because again, the frames. That's a good fix to it. If you have the frames issue, you have to keep them all on one layer. Nice. Anyways, movie time. And they're still like chopping around a couple of times. I feel like, some of these frames, like now I mention it, it's like when they're at the end, they just like clip out and they're not like properly like smushed together in the editing software. As like a 1 or 2 frames gap, which is why they disappear for a little bit and then they re-emerge. Well, the watching these things back, which I assume PPG did, because otherwise, good lord. Now, this is called Hope, but I don't know if there's much hope for this, because I had hope for that Another Dimension mini-movie. I saw how that worked out.
We already made that joke, Ghost Kitty.
This is a different gacha tuber as well. I didn't just choose everything in the playlist, like, I didn't... because it was similar in nature. Anyway. I don't know if y'all want to see me while I'm tired. I'll ramble and make the stream 5 hours long instead. Okay, I see then. And once again, the background changed before the actual thing. Anyways, I guess that was they saw the movie. That's it. Come to the alley behind the theater. What an ominous statement that is. I ain't going there. No, you have to come here. Why? she went to the effort of going to the alley behind the theater. You're not gonna walk like around the block to see her. You're gonna make her walk even more. Why doesn't Billy like this guy? Always have to argue. Yes, yes, there he is. Of course. What are you doing here? I mean, the tension was over, so why not? Let's ditch Matilda and go to the arcade. Matilda went home. Movie's over. She left of her own accord. We don't even have to do that. Does everyone have wheat-colored hair? It's not that common. Again, maybe it is in this universe. It's world building. That kind of stuff isn't actually an error. It's just, you know, either the aesthetic or the universe that the person has created. I recently realized something when thinking about the video we saw yesterday, the one from the Cursed Minecraft series. I realized that I just didn't know that there were 3 guys in the video because there's only 2 at a time, and then they all have black hair and red eyes, so they look incredibly similar. And if you think about like Gareth Lawrence and Dante, who all have very distinct hair, Dante being like bright blue, I think that was probably deliberate, choosing like wacky colored hair, making that a part of the My Street general, as a way to say, okay, this is what can happen in the world, and then we see these colors and this color scheme for this character. You know who it is. That's one way to like make them more recognizable. So I actually think that's probably a fair idea. Just like say, yeah, people have this colored hair. Same thing that happens in the Mutant Girl. Raina's hair's purple, whatever, or blue, depending on on shading sometimes. Anyway, also,
but
he's
what
dressed
color is it canonically, though?
It is whatever the hex code is in Gacha Club. Also, he's dressed for winter like she has no pants. Is that world building too? No, that's just stupid. She got in trouble for not wearing clothes as well. That's just her being dumb again. See, yeah, Sin counter 9, inconsistency. No. Please. For me. Fine. I guess I'll ditch the girl I barely know to hang out with my actual girlfriend. Wow, what a drag that must be. Ugh. And yeah, she ain't in school. Yeah, but it's still awkward. Why did he leave me? Because the movie is over. Go home. I guess he doesn't want to be my friend that bad. What do you mean? He let you come to the movies with him. What do you mean he doesn't want to be your friend? He spent probably like at least an hour and a half with you. Good lord. And now we start with the comments war. We know how to make nice designs somewhat. Bon counter-argues, and I guess I'm going to let you two duke it out because I'm not prepared to deal with... I'm not equipped to deal with that. Right. Anyways, it's getting late. Which I do like as well. Like it's like slightly... I won't say sepia-toned, but it's filtered out in a certain way. Might be like a tint, but that was not... other stuff. Again, some of this stuff, and this background being faded as well, because it's a separate layer again, so you can fade the background down, but also give the character, I guess, lit, which is not really accurate, but it's at least great to look at. So again, we've got some small details here, some visual advancement. I don't remember anything too crazy in Beauty is Pain other than the custom backgrounds, so maybe this was like a thing afterwards, and this is the next step. I wonder if Archer Person actually helped out with the editing of this, because I remember that Beauty is Pain was the first Archer Person video that was a collaboration, and Archer Person was the editor. I don't know. Without the name tag I'm saying with the hair color, it's hard to tell who's who at this point. My exact problem with Cursed, but hopefully that will be solved when we get around to watching that actual series. Maybe tomorrow, because I'm excited to see more about that, more from like where they came from. Anyways, what to watch? I guess I just paused the wrong frame. I thought it was going to be that that there's just down because it was nighttime, but no. I guess it was just because the fade-in didn't happen with this other layer, which I guess is weird. Like a lot of these edits, like the fades up and down and that stuff, is not applied to the images here, which is weird because it's a video track. In editing, you can do the same thing with every single video track. That's like one of the things that you like rely on for the most part, especially if you're not going to like pre-render your scenes, which clearly did not happen here. That's interesting. Anyway, this is part of my credit. Well, welcome, Kat. I'm so glad that it did, and hopefully you'll stick around. We'll see. Even though the main character's outfit kind of looks like the stereotypical rich girl outfit, is good for a guy's life outfit. Wait, when was this made? Pretty sure this was 2019. I've been saying that all the time. Yeah. Yes, this was May 6th, 2019. So yes, we are in peak classic gacha era. What's the Salt and Ice challenge? Hey babes, it's me, Chini Life Hacks, who I'm going to guess before Bond says anything is not an actual YouTuber cameo or friend cameo. I hope. The thing is that also with gacha characters, sometimes when they get cringy names and certain things, so then the names they cut within universe have to be even cringier to compensate for that. I still remember the time that BB made me think that there was like an actual gacha tuber called Pastel Strawberry or something like that.
Yeah. I made up just some random stupid name just to prove a point. And he full-heartedly believed that this was a real person, and it just wasn't.
Oh, good grief. Anyways. Plus, I'm pretty sure I have some form of prosopagnosia. This is not going well for me. I'm sorry to hear that. Welcome to Chaos, Cat.
By the way, I get that reference. That's Jacksepticeye lore.
What, prosopagnosia?
No, bro average.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay then. Is that like the Dude Perfect parody?
Basically, yeah.
I thought so. Yeah, Smosh has Guy Flawless. Same idea.
Yeah.
Challenge Thursday. Today I'm doing the Salt and Ice challenge. With a trick shot, I guess. To help skin cancer. That is terrible phrasing. That's I'm guessing you mean to like help skin cancer research or something, or like, you know, skin cancer treatment, maybe, you know, raise money for that as some sort of charity thing. But just to say to help skin cancer, that doesn't mean what you think it means.
That sounds like like when you're talking about a war and someone asks, "Hey, which side are you on?" And then you say, "Oh, I'm doing this to help said situation." But you word it wrong, so you're like, "Oh, you like this side?" You're like, "Wait, no, I meant the other way."
Okay, yeah, something like that. And once again, we've come back to war. All right. So Evan, her hair looks very wrong. I'll tell you why it looks wrong. Because you've got part of it tied up, but the rest of it is still hanging down. Normally, when someone's hair is tied up, they tie up all of it, not just like part of it. So that's why it looks strange.
No, it looks weird for me too. God damn, Leon. It looks weird to me for a different. Yeah, no, it looks weird to me because if you look at it, and I get it's meant to be the ponytail is meant to be like in the middle. But because the way that it's leading, it looks like you have these two small bits, like lower here, but then you have this tall like ponytail next to them, and not in the middle.
Ooh, yeah, that might be.
So it looks like it's all in a row, and she just changed her mind and where she wanted to put them.
That might be the 3/4 point of view playing tricks on you, but either way. I already said this. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what you already said, but you already said it. I don't know how it will help. You're not even raising like money or like, I don't know, at least like, I guess like awareness, but people already know that skin cancer exists. So is there like some sort of like actual charity that's helping out with like preventing it or like researching it or treating it, anything, curing it, whatever? I don't know. Just be like, hey, I don't know how it's gonna help, but hey, skin cancer grows stronger with this. Like, no. I've heard of a half up and half down hairstyle. I think that's what they meant. I'm guessing it's more of a I forgot to change the back hair of this character hairstyle, more so than anything else. I'm going to put it on my skin and face. Jimmy Servant Life Hacks! Why'd you say her... Oh, Servant Life Hacks. Bring me ice! I'm guessing this is like one of those characters that is like an alter ego of the main YouTuber that's like edited in through camera trickery, but I was going to say that, but no, the bug has been had over. It's clearly like an actual recurring thing. Anyways, so cold. Time to put some on my face. Cold. That's it! You're supposed to have a reaction. You're supposed to be like, recoil from it. Do something funny. Like, don't just go like, cold! Imagine the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge doing that. Just being like, oh yeah. Whoa! Mondo, cool!
Like, yeah, a little bit chilly, guys. Sniper
Wolfish against the Ice Bucket Challenge. Just like, oh my god, it's so cold, guys! End of video.
I still think my favorite my favorite Ice Bucket Challenge has to be whenever Markiplier did it way after the challenge was out of fashion. And it was because he has a habit of making promises and then just not doing them. And so he would have to make a convincing lie, and if he doesn't, then he gets splashed with the water. Or if his chat, who was live at the time, donates a certain amount of money, then he'll get splashed, and all the money goes to like some charity that I don't remember the name of.
At least he said the charity's name, I imagine.
Probably.
Okay, alright then. So, hold on, forgot so many things here. The shady sunglasses, a lack of literal clothing, or a red flag. Again, I think it's meant to be like a joke character in the video, considering that the name of the person is Chimmy's Servant Life Hacks. So that's like a gag character for the video, so I'm not gonna play red flags for that. You see that kind of thing all the time. We saw it like back in the day with JonTron using Grimbo for like one time and then never again. And then it turns out that Grimbo was actually like a Russian pop star. Anyways, so do we have any clue what the story is meant to be about? Or, well, it's I would say, and her struggle to realize that her boyfriend is just a pile of garbage and does not deserve her, but doing all the effort, and then clearly, he's clearly like, seeming to play the field with Matilda a little bit, but Matilda's actually the main character, so that's not the story at all. The story is meant to be from Matilda's point of view, but she's going from one thing to another, really. She wanted to make friends on the first day of school. She did. And now the only thing that's happened is that at the end of a movie, Cameron left and went home, according to, at least as far as she's concerned. And now, instead of addressing that situation, she's going to do a challenge, to help skin cancer. That's the plot. And we are halfway through this video. We think that this girl is literally the antagonist because still a poor girl's boyfriend, because it was already a simpleton, but still. No. The boyfriend is the antagonist.
Maybe skin cancer is the antagonist.
Apparently not. Apparently it isn't in this world. Congratulations.
I can't make a lot of jokes about that one. I started that, and then I was like, I don't know how to make any jokes that go in good taste about cancer.
Well, okay. Well, in that case, I'll do one. Congrats, Cameron. You're worse than skin cancer.
Yeah, thanks, Jacob.
after filming Chimmy's video, like, I would do the actual salt and ice challenge. I just use regular ice. The salt and ice challenge will harm my pretty skin. Shouldn't you want them not to try it at home? If they're stupid enough to do it, they deserve to die? You could die for putting salt on your skin?
I vaguely recall hearing about that. Hold on. I think it's like one of those things where a certain amount is good and then a certain amount is real bad.
I have been in the sea almost every year of my life.
That's different than that's different than being in a bath with a bunch of salt, though.
I mean, she put 2 ice cubes on her cheek at most.
I mean, drinking seawater, yeah, deadly, sure. We're not about drinking it, though.
Yeah.
I'm not about, it's not. I don't want to know if you can digest it. I know that's not good.
I accidentally like snorted seawater at one point. I was sick for a good long while. I wasn't like at the risk of dying or anything. It's because I jumped from like a tall like cliff down to the ocean and then, you know, forgot to hold my breath. So it's like yeah. But yeah, it wasn't fun.
So I'm seeing a bunch of good things, you know, like hey, it boosts your immune system, it soothes sore muscles and stuff. I swear there's something bad about it. I know there's a bunch of good stuff about it. So.
Snorting salt water triggered my immune system. I don't know about boosting it. Being in the ocean is fine.
Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah, I knew there was bad aspects.
All of us haven't inhaled seawater at some point.
Yeah, no, okay. I found the negative to it. So good news, it relieves pain. It does, you know, boost immune system and all that. Bad news, let's see. Human skin absorbs sodium, salt, and chlorine, sure. Providers have linked numerous health concerns to sodium being absorbed through the skin. Providers have also linked higher heart mortality risks to sodium absorption through the skin, particularly among people with high blood pressure. So there is a risk. Just, you know.
Okay. Just clearly being like overblown by a person who's not even like on camera right now, and therefore
I mean, you probably will be fine, if not even better than you were before going in there. But there is a chance, yes, if you have certain issues, specifically with blood pressure, I guess, yes, you might have a slight chance at dying early.
Right. Anyway, that lady on screen looks like a stereotypical brat. Can I sit for something like that? Yes, and also kudos to you for that rhyme. Anyways, whatever, you're ready for your sketch video. Ready to record. By the way, don't record in a bathroom. The acoustics are terrible there. It's going to echo all over the place. I should buy cuter clothes. I mean, okay, whatever. I guess she just has lockers in her bathroom as well as her house and her room. Anyways, hi. Salt and ice challenge. You are very far from your camera right now. I saw you go up and like press the button. You should be like way further ahead in frame. I'm getting annoyed by like the cinematography of this YouTube video. It's like, how dare you not center your shot? Have you heard of the rule of threes? Anyway, I don't have time. My face is hot. I'll just do it on my face. I have some ice and salt already prepared. Well, yeah, no doubt. Mix them together on camera. Just get on with the video. Think about your view retention percentage. I just go like full YouTuber mode with this stuff. Oh my goodness. Camera technique. Oh lord. Anyway, he looks in the middle of the bathroom. Of course. And this is not like a public place like this. This is just her house. Why is her house full of like swimming pool logic? Does she live in a public pool? Anyway, it's super cold. It's freezing. Ah! Do you have to hold it there or something? Was that how that works? Because if so, you know, Chimmy, whatever her name was, failed that because she just had it for like a second and went cold. And that's it. Anyway, I heavily dislike the stereotypical brats because I didn't feel like people made them probably look bad. Because no one who has a brain would make a character that bad. I tell you what, when writing for Pop, that was one of my concerns because Pop, again, not my original character. That was one of Jay's creations. But with Jay, Pop was the stereotypical spoiled brat, like right down to the clothing based on e-girls. Apparently, the personality based on a girl from Jay's school, and just not really like having much depth to her at all, apart from being spoiled, which is why I added like the manipulative side of her on top of that, and like the huge like bid for control and like psychological warfare that goes on between her, like those things there. That's why. So again, it's probably also a bit of a story issue because the spoiled brats don't really have much else to do. Even inside the story is called the spoiled brats, but anyway. Oh well. I guess she has the lockers there to hide the urinals that are included in this particular background. Yeah, and also to get clothes out of them. That's what she did before. So they still serve a purpose. That's why the series Ted Lasso is so awesome. His character is the character development is breathtaking. Oh, it's not it. Yeah. I've not seen that one actually. I'll check that out later. Anyways, I just realized we haven't checked on the music yet. What music is playing right now? I don't recognize it, but I'm not gonna risk it. Anyways, Matilda, I'm home. Matilda, my shadow is being cropped out again. This was the Cobra King thing that I found as well. That's why I remove shadows to this day. I just not worth the risk. You wouldn't think that character development is breathtaking until you watch Ted Lasso. Oh dear. That reminds you of a lot of the main character. I haven't been told. I remind people. Sorry,
Jacob is very main character energy for a lot of people.
That's probably because most of them like seem to feature on this channel, and that's just the nature of it. But I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. No, because you show up on the Butter Bunch, and somehow people think you're the only one there.
It's because the videos that like do the best, like are the what if videos, which only feature me. That's why.
Maybe you need to start adding us in there, and maybe people will start recognizing that there's 3 other people there.
I mean, yeah, you know, why not? Maybe start like sharing the narration parts in the what if videos. I'll just like split the scripts in 4 or something.
Yeah,
Maybe.
we could do that. Sure, why not? But that makes people realize we exist.
Someone made a reaction video to the first What If Rats Never Turn Good video and just called me Butterbunch throughout the whole video. And yes, we're still live streaming. Again, with
streams go on for a while, man. You're not new to this channel.
We're halfway through. Anyway, I see some character Angelica. I said the personality of a typical spoiled brat, but she doesn't look like one. Yeah, that's the reverse of Pop, where you like add details to her. With her, you just like change the aesthetic but keep the same details. That's basically like it's the opposite thing, but she has the same effect, making the character stand out more.
I will say
because I remember Angelica from Ghost Girl.
It's weird because I know we're talking about like old like 90s like stereotypes against women, but now that you say that, I am thinking actually, it's weird because I feel like whenever I see like bad boy and bad girl, even like I feel like brat kind of goes hand in hand with that a lot of times. At least in like high school movies, right? It's weird because movies from like 70s to 90s, no, actually closer to 80s to 90s, it's weird. Because I feel like the dudes always have such a gruffer look, and then you have like the girls who look like they just went to a prom every day of their lives, and it's weird. Because now, and the only reason I'm saying this is because you're like, oh yeah, at least they don't look like a spoiled brat. And it's like, like think about it, the look of a spoiled brat heavily depends on the gender you're talking about, which I think is a weird thing.
I guess if anything's to be spoiled, it means that you have like an excess of something. So if anything, like depending on, I guess depending on like what items were associated with spoiling a particular gender, you have an excess of one or the other, and therefore the extremes probably that's why they're so different. Imagine.
Yeah, I could see that.
I've always been dwelling on the idea of creator versus characters. Never really had the right plot for it. Alan Becker might be a good inspiration for that.
Alan Becker, yeah. Animation, sorry, animator versus animation, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was Mum, but then again, everyone has the same hair color, so who knows at this point. I'm guessing this is the mother. We don't know. Maybe it could be also another older sister character. Matilda! Baby, what happened? That was actually a decent edit. I did something dumb. Need to get you to the doctor. Oh, yeah,
But you don't even know what happened.
Okay, well, she literally saw like a massive skin rash on her face. At least some for medical attention, like at least a pharmacy. I would go pharmacy first of all, but you know.
Yeah, but like, why not ask what it was? Maybe it's just like really poorly done makeup.
Overly well done makeup to look like an irritation. But yeah,
sure. Yeah, I guess you're right, Jacob. Are you?
That's Alan Becker, my idol. Maybe that's why I had the idea. Time to make an inspired plagiarize. Serious.
You saying plagiarize like that? It's like at the end of like American. Well, I only say American because I've only recently heard that like. Do you guys not have like a bunch of like pharmacy related ads?
Not here. In Spain, there are.
Okay. Well, because I only learned that because I was watching Brightly a while back, and then they're like, I remember going to America, and it was really weird how everyone just had like a bunch of like hospital ads and stuff. I was like, is that not normal? But it's like the way you say that is like, and this happens on all sorts of ads, but it's
we don't
really
have, like, hospital
big.
ads or anything. Like, come to our hospital. Like, yeah, we.
But
everyone knows.
But it happens in like every ad, but especially it's just really exaggerated on like medication ads where they don't want to really let you know about the side effects. So they just go really quickly over the side effects at the tail end over really happy like clips.
And it's like really fast, like really like sped up talk. Yeah. We don't. I've heard of those. We don't have those over here. Most of the time, we just have like small print at the bottom of the screen. But yeah,
yeah. Because here they have to verbally say it, but they don't want people to know that these risks exist. So they just try to brush past it as quick as they possibly can.
They have to verbally say they don't think people can read. Anyway,
I think it's probably just that way. If like maybe you're like blind or something, you don't have an excuse.
Other than the fact that you can't understand fast-forwarded speech, the normal thing.
Well, no, you can understand it if you listen to it well enough, but like, if you're hard of hearing or something.
Yeah, and you happen to have the ad play multiple times so you can get what is being said.
Well, because for me, I can hear it all pretty easily just because it's, I grow up in like.
Also, if you buy medication, doesn't it tell you the side effects on the like box or bottle or anything that the recipient comes from, the receptacle comes from?
Yeah, but that's also pretty small text.
Okay, but it's still
you have to pay them.
It's still constant.
Yeah, but you also have to pay them to get a hold of that. They don't care about the health; they care about the money.
Do you not like in pharmacies? Don't like have them on display so you can read them before you buy them?
No. Not anything that's gonna be caught on an ad. No, you can get like random creams and a couple like random, if you're lucky, some maybe like allergy stuff. But no, anything useful, you have to pay some money to get a hold of that.
I am guessing that is the difference then.
Yeah, it's real bad with the capitalism here. Like, I'm telling you, it's not exaggerated. You aren't getting nothing without paying a penny.
I see. I want to mention the fact that the mum has heterochromia at the same time. I've made characters with heterochromia, so I can't really speak. I mean, I guess, you know, had someone else make characters with heterochromia, because Shorty made Eric and Ernie from Puppy Love to have heterochromia. Although, granted, so far you can't really tell because they've been seen like in faraway shots. But yeah, they have them. I'm zipping my lips. Again, another one of those gacha traditions. Speaking of gacha traditions from back in the day, this video, of course, was made back when, you know, pre-COVID, when face masks were a stylish accessory that people wore because they wanted to, and because it looked cool in videos as a design feature. Or in the case of Shorty, if you're doing a live stream and you want to like hide part of your face and draw a cat mouth so it looks like you have Peter Griffin's chin. But anyway, you know, the attempt was there. For most people, yeah, this is the thing. It also seems like a cat face mask as well, which also just happened to be there in the locker too. That matches the same color scheme as the character. Of course it does, because if you're gonna like block your face, you might as well find the most fashionable accessory to go along with it in like the spur of the moment. Medical attention. Anyway, I got a lot of those really fast ending blurbs when I was younger. I saw ads for toys on like Toddler's TV channel would say stuff like battery not included or each sold separately.
Yeah, that's the one. It's just really long for, well, really long.
I mean, toddlers won't care about that stuff anyway.
Yeah,
toddlers don't know what batteries not included means or each sold separately. They have no idea.
That's the sort of stuff that's there for the parents, though. But
yeah,
no, it's
exactly.
that's the voice that's there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you know, like the voice that they put on first, like, right now you can get this thing. Look at this Rubik's Cube. It's so amazing. Oh my gosh. This Rubik's Cube will include separately. Batteries not included.
It's that.
Yeah, they dropped that because it's like that part's for the parents. So who cares what it sounds like? They don't need to like put on the voice.
That's the voice you get at the tail end of medicine commercials, except way longer because you're playing with drugs. It has inherent risks.
I've seen like comedy spoofs of that where like obviously like they add a joke into all of the different like, you know, provisos and all of the fine print that's supposed to be there. So I that's why I knew it existed. But yeah, we don't have like, you know, and also because the Nostalgia Critic now does a lot of like the sponsor segment with fine prints in them and works it into it's like, should I read the fast text? Go read it away. Of course. Time's not advice by you know. I just really got a light here.
It's a thing, yeah.
Look at this. That's gonna be I'll put it there. I keep forgetting to find the actual balance there that's not gonna like blind me but also makes it so I'm not like in the shadows. Anyway, I had no idea what it meant either. The same thing for every single toy app was like every single time, so it's got you embedded in my brain. Same thing happened to me when I was in Spain, because obviously like a lot of the stuff is repeated in Spanish, so like there's like disclaimers that at the end of certain things that I just like knew what they were saying, and then like I put the pieces together as I learned more and more Spanish, but I knew how to say the things.
Oh yeah, those like ad reads have to be unimaginably like dangerous for non-English speakers. Because I'm pretty sure the only reason I understand all the words is because I grew up here and I've listened to like the same kind of things and I know the language is like my first language. Someone who's coming in here and does not know our language is not going to get nearly the amount of context they need for those sorts of things. Because it's always like if you're pregnant or think about being pregnant, right? Maybe they had a little bit of fun the other day and then they need to go get the meds and no one's going to ask.
I mean, assuming they can even say pregnant as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
In fact, yeah. In fact, actually, the words for pregnant and embarrassed is not the same in Spanish, but it's very similar. So I'm pretty sure my mum had a situation at one point where someone said that, well, like, you know, one of their friends or their relatives was pregnant or something, and it's like, why was she embarrassed? Embarrassed of what? pregnant
no,
with a child.
it's like I'm just saying I don't want to know the data of people that don't have English as their first language getting killed from the amount of drugs we have here.
Yeah. Although then again, what can you do in that situation? Because you can't there's like 100.
You could maybe read it out in a normal way, like they're actively doing it quick so you don't catch all of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I mean, like, if you don't understand the language anyway, it wouldn't matter.
Well, sure, I'm assuming you have a decent grasp, but like, for instance, me, like I at this point I'm starting to get a little bit of a hang of like Spanish. If you say things too quick though, I'm not gonna understand a word you're saying.
Yeah, problem with that is that Spanish is a language that's spoken super quickly anyway, so it actually takes more effort to slow down when speaking Spanish than it does to speak at a quick pace.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I mean, just I guess if you like for non-native speakers in any language in any location, they're gonna run into that problem, so they can't really do much about that. But yes, reading something slowly will help people in those situations.
Or normally. I'm not even saying slowly. Just don't speed it up. Like...
Okay. All right. I'm back to banging my head on a wall for some legal reasons. This part is a joke. I don't know what I don't know why I wanted to make this, but oh well.
The legal reasons bit there really fits in with the topic at hand here.
all headbanging jokes are a complete fictitious this thing fabrication from Ghost Kitty. I don't know.
Yep,
and yes,
that's
we reached
it.
2 hours. Let's keep going. Yeah, we reached 2 hours. Look on.
Yep.
She'll be fine. That mark will be there for a little. Just put this ointment on it. Again, go to a pharmacy next time. Feel better, sweetheart. The next day, I'm lazy.
Oh yeah, this can't possibly be America then. She didn't write it down in a little note and then send it off to like the people downstairs at the hospital, and then you couldn't, no one blocked them on their way out to, give them $50. This doesn't work. You need to pay for the ointment. Even though you could actually probably get an ointment normally at a display. That's one of those things you probably could get, but because you got it from the hospital, then you have to pay.
Yeah, again, just go to a pharmacy. Anyway, time to put this goo on my face. What
don't
phrasing
say it like
this
that.
video has.
Don't word it like that.
That is right up there with help skin cancer. Who proofread this?
This is such a good video. Oh, the writing is gorgeous.
It's just one thing. It's weird. Pineapple Party Gacha has some of my favorite quotes in a Gacha video ever. Like, he's paying like, but if you win, we'll have a great time. If you don't win, we'll have a great time. Like, just saying that to a 5-year-old, like making them smile during that time. That was like a very touching moment. The same person who made that made this? Really? Anyway.
Remember, guys, donating will help skin cancer.
Yes. Join my YouTube memberships right now, or send in super chats to help skin cancer. For legal reasons, that is a joke.
Unless you're really open to new experiences.
No. For legal reasons, that too is a joke. Right. Anyway, it's fine, says the character. Babe, do you love me? Yeah, but really, do you? I feel like you're joking. Like, there's always that, What do you think about Matilda? I think she's nice, funny, cute. I would not have said cute in that situation, but all the other stuff is completely innocent, really. What? You know what? The only guy you can talk to is Millie. Millie, no. You were doing so well. Why? You were the chosen one. You were supposed to destroy the bad logic of this video, not join it. Like, don't embrace the toxicity.
Hey, can we
Why?
cancel Jacob for stealing my jokes so often? I feel like this happens every stream.
Apparently, Bond said the same. Was probably thinking the same thing. Not gonna lie. Oh, come on. And like she's doing like the yandere phase as well, where it's like, I'm so insane and crazy because I've been drawn to laughter because I'm making them so I'm driven to such craziness. That's my yandere impression.
That's a terrible yonder impression, but I really like the laugh.
Just like, notice me, senpai.
That's not a yandere laugh, but that's definitely Saturday morning villain cartoon laugh, and I love it.
The only god who can talk to is me. Yandere clown. Ghost Kitty, write that down. Yandere clown.
Oh, that's got to be a thing in real life, right? There has to be cases that.
I'm just picturing like, you know, like a foam mallet or something to like trying to like beat one of the rivals or something. Say, you senpai will never see you again. No.
Oh no, that'd be like wait. I was about to give an example, and then it occurred to me that does exist in media as a very popular character.
Which character would that be?
The Joker.
I mean, he doesn't like use like foam mallets on people, from what I know, at least.
Depends on the run. He definitely uses mallets.
I know that he's used like fake guns and stuff before.
He does use real mallets though.
I associate mallets with Harley Quinn more than him, but I guess, you know, he was around for way longer.
Again, it also depends on the run, because, you know.
Yeah, that sounds both funny and creepy. Can you imagine that be like a movie title? Like, if you, because like the ones you kind of seen as like, there's no way that that's real. Anyway,
dude, I love it.
I'm just gonna hand you this. It even matches your eyes. Oh yes, that's right, Millie. I have a song for you. It goes something like this. Like, you know, I didn't think I'd say this, but yeah, Cameron.
What? No, stop playing that thing.
Why?
Okay, so for a second there, it went away, but for a second there, the main screen also blurred out there. Like your webcam does. I think the red flag scene is like slowly clouding the entire screen.
What happens if I play
after enough times it'll just crash the stream?
What happens if I play a different clip that's not that one? Let's see.
Somehow that fixed your webcam for a hot second and then switched the blur over to the main thing, and now it's back to your camera being foggy and the main thing being fine.
I'm gonna keep playing clips. I want to see what happens next.
Goo goo gaga.
Right, what happened this time?
Wait. Your webcam was fixed even longer. The more you do it, the like 1 extra second you get of a clear webcam. I love it.
Okay, let's keep going.
Wait, give it a second. Hold on. Dang it! Shoot. It's the same. It was like the main thing flashed for like a brief second, and even briefer than usual, and then it went back to normal. And then yours was there for a good while. And by the way, this does tell us it's a restream thing and not like your webcam, because your webcam is clear like for a couple seconds after you play all these.
Yeah, like I said this. The webcam's at 1080p.
Yeah, like your I guess it just really likes fogging you up after like 3 seconds.
I gotta try, Restream's rival brand at some point. See if there's.
Does it have a rival?
Yeah, I forgot what they were called actually, like Streamly or something. I don't know, something like that.
Okay.
I know. We'll look into that in the future. Why is it that clip? I'm choking on my soup. I've aspirated soup.
Wait.
Well, at least it wasn't salt water.
Guys, you see it too, right? Is his webcam fixed for you guys now? did your gambling addiction fix your webcam?
I think maybe when I play like the chat, it goes back to displaying normally. I don't know. Who cares? We'll work that out later. I want to finish this video.
No, I mean it's completely fine now.
Also, what music is playing over this this incredible yanderization of Millie?
Yeah,
I
that
don't know.
checks out, I guess.
Anyway, yeah. No, girls, what are you doing?
Dude, I thought saying girls like that, it looks like she need him in the face, and then she went girls. I thought it was gonna be like someone sicking their dogs on a guy.
Okay, actually,
girls now.
I think I know what's happened here. So, in the Twilight Saga, it's a basic on fact that by the time of I think it was New Moon when Jacob started to have a bit more of like a focus on him, that and Edward was away for a significant amount of time. Again, correct if I'm wrong, haven't read or seen them, but this is what I've heard from third parties. And then, but while Edward's away, Jacob is revealed to be like the rival interest. A much healthier alternative than Edward in so many ways. As people started to prefer him, Team Jacob started taking off and blah blah blah. And then Stephanie Meyer realized, oh my goodness, I have done a goof. I've made an oopsie. So then, of course, Edward comes back. Jacob starts being incredibly toxic. Edward actually improves his characterization a lot and abandons many of his terrible tendencies, like watching her sleep. I think, anyway. Maybe he still does that. I don't know. Maybe he's just more subtle about it. He's a vampire. Anyway, then, so then, of course, yeah, Edward's just a completely different person after coming back from this particular trip that he went on, and that was that. Then Team Edward. Then Jacob, of course, has the whole imprinting thing happen, and then, it took the insulting of an actual existing culture in the world to bring down the beast that was created. But essentially, my point is that Jacob started acting very out of character to himself in those other situations, which says to me that Millie had the same thing happen, and for the same reason. Millie was a more likable character than Matilda, who's supposed to be the protagonist, and PPG realized this and went, oh, I gotta actually course correct this. Let's make Millie the antagonist in the moment, just putting the smackdown on Cameron and be like, oh, of course, Cameron, has been the jerk up until this point. He's now the one who's been repressed by her, not being, by being forbidden to talk to other girls. And that puts you in a situation where, of course, now, by default, you have to be on Count and Matilda's side, despite how terrible they've been up until that point. As long as a situation where Millie realizes what she's basically said and might learn from it, I don't think so. And also, I don't think that's going to happen is because I have too much hope in that situation happening, and also because we are at the halfway mark of the video, which, if you remember from what I said about Previous Pain, the plot ruined itself at the halfway mark. So, yeah. Maybe just something like PPG is just terrible at endings. We'll see. They're being chased away from school, I guess. This music is too calm for this situation. What's playing right now? Okay, never mind. I guess she trips. Stay away from my boyfriend. The tripophobia edit. I don't know. I don't know. Was it this thing? No, it wasn't. That was the wrong thing. Okay, that was the only other clip I had. Anyways, back to possibly restoring my thing via chat.
Oh god.
Tommy gets hit by a car. I mean, I wish. Not gonna lie, I'm still not a fan of Cameron. He's still not off the hook as far as I'm concerned.
Dude, my dogs just started freaking out, man.
Yeah, it's like my own mother. That's always that's the classic catch. If they were actually in elementary school, that's what he would say. Or I will simply ruin your life again with a smile on my face, because that's what yanderes do. Let me just fix your hair. Let's just bring it back.
Just starts pulling it.
Yeah.
Like a rodeo starts using it as like the like the leash things.
Just like mounts on her back. Oh no. That's one way.
Let's go, girl! Hit ya!
Oh no. Steal the weave. Yeah, that is still Pop's origin story. I said it before, but the reason that was even like a thing in the episode, in episode 3 of Music Girl, was because I asked why Pop and Empress hate each other in Jay's canon, and Jay just said she snatched her dad's weave, and that's what I came up with. Anyways, just my last message. This creators were just using random songs that was popular at the time. Yes, but also in Beauty's Pain they fit the vibe of the actual episode. As for this one, I'm only playing partially, so I don't actually know. You're welcome. Bye. Hiya. Forgot to take off ears and tail. Werewolves can be secretaries too? What is this discrimination in this world-building scenario? How dare you? Oh, sorry, you asked me a question, Bon? What was the, Is that KW special? Do you have the, or do you have the Lost Phone too? I think that was a KW special. I forgot why. I'm pretty sure that was how I came across that. Anyway. Minnie Reese said, "Nuh-uh." Certainly did. And yes, certainly did use the wrong yaw as well. The security cameras picked up a fight. Why? I know there was like a thing that in America where the teachers, where possible law that teachers could carry guns, but
yeah,
why not to point them at students?
Yeah, so they aren't technically supposed to point them at students. I don't think that's legal, but in fact, this so the law is real secretive. We all know it exists. We all know that certain teachers carry guns. They are not allowed to say who carries them, not even to each other, I don't think. And they all keep them in like a really like hidden away, locked area in their rooms. It's real like, you know, because the problem is that we all have like the same drill, and they're assuming that kids are actually going to listen to that drill. I don't think they will. I don't know why whatever. So I think the idea was because of how often school shootings are, that the ace up their sleeve is the teacher pulling out a Glock. But no, they aren't. In fact, I don't even think they're allowed to touch students during a fight. They just have to hope the students listen to their authority well enough.
Yeah. Looks like someone's about to get fired. Oh,
Okay,
I
very
see
much.
why.
In fact, they're gonna get more than fired. Again, they aren't even technically supposed to make it clear who has a gun. A simple schoolyard fight is not good enough reasoning. I think they might just get arrested. Honestly.
I think the reason Bond's saying false 15 no in the situation is because, fired like a gun, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And yes, and the oh my god Klamai is because this a random gun appeared in like Klamai episode 4 as well, which was just completely unnecessary.
But no, her having a gun isn't so far-fetched, but she'll totally get fired for pulling it on the students for this reasoning.
Definitely. All right.
Fired.
Let's see how this goes.
And actually probably blacklisted as
Yeah.
well. She probably won't be able to work as a teacher ever again.
Yeah, ew, her mouth. Oh, I guess it's for the salt challenge. I'm calling your parents. Freak. Did she just immediately... She put that on her jump card. Good grief. Also, you're gonna get dress coded too now. That's dangerously close to what Millie was wearing in the first episode. Not first episode. The first scene.
Hey, at least this one has sleeves. At least it's not a bra. It's just a really high shirt.
That is true, yeah. I saw your gross face. Your parents are on their way. I called both of them very quickly.
Ooh, she's way too confident for someone who just pulled out a gun on the kids. And again, apparently. Those kids are gonna rat on the teacher, and then the parents are gonna get real mad, and then they're gonna take it up to the office, and then the office is gonna take it up with the law in every other school district in America. And this teacher's never gonna see another cent out of education in her life.
It's official. The plot has ruined itself at the halfway point. Yep.
Man, this teacher could not have ruined everything for her any better.
Yeah. Millie, get in the car. Oh, the gun's been put away. Notice how, yeah, she's hiding that now.
Yeah, but they're gonna tell, like... Okay.
Oh, did she say Millie get in the car? I think she did. She said Millie get... Whoa, hold on. Oh, wait, maybe it's because, like, the word Millie was in the way. Yeah, do one phone call, but... Okay, hold on. Oh, okay, no. I read Millie because it was, like, on screen. Yeah, no, never mind. Just says get in the car to Matilda. Oh, it's the actual mum who also has heterochromia, apparently. I guess. They called me out of work for this. I'm not driving you.
Mom, the teacher pulled a gun to my head.
Yeah, and also, why does the sister have to walk too? Where's that come from?
Mom, the teacher was gonna kill your daughter.
Yeah, and also, look how the secretary is like, oh wow, clearly she's being abused by this woman. I feel such compassion for the girl I pointed a firearm at.
Also, Ghost Kitty, it depends on who's fighting. Because there have been a lot of cases where kids will just bring a gun to a fight. So that is actually how you settle fights here, and in very frequent cases, unfortunately, honor is dead.
Yeah, but it's not usually a third party that pulls out a gun to stop a fight from happening.
And the third party is almost never a teacher, because again, this teacher's never getting paid by a school again. She's never getting a job, and she's definitely getting arrested. Like,
what job does Mia's mom dress as? I forgot what her outfit looks like, so I can't really answer that. We don't get personal guns in Canada. Yeah, or in most places in the world.
Yeah, America's kind of a special case where we all feel really, like, what's the word? Entitled to a military-grade weapon.
Yeah. People also say that they feel vulnerable without it, which is probably because everyone else has
Yeah.
them. So you feel vulnerable, therefore, without the, yeah.
And
It's kind of like
here's the thing: it's not that other places don't allow you to get guns. I see this argument a lot in America. That's not the case. In like the UK and stuff, you can get a gun. You just don't need like a bazooka lying in your closet. You know, like
yeah. Sometimes people have them for hunting. It's or clay pigeon shooting.
yeah. Like here's the thing:
other stuff that people
I'm
do.
fine with like pistols and stuff, even maybe a shotgun. That doesn't matter so much. But you don't need something that you can just go to war on a Tuesday with, you know? That's not necessary.
That's also true because I've seen I've seen images where people said something like one of these things has been banned for there's in schools for the safety of there's like one child that's holding a bottle of pills or something like that and another one that's holding an AK-47 or something. I don't know what model it is, but it's definitely like some sort of machine gun. I don't know. It's like one of these has been banned.
And guess what? It's not the gun.
Exactly. They don't have to say it because everyone already knows, which is I guess you could say like the 17th century style or like I don't know, Industrial Revolution era cartoons that were just like one panel, but they were like meant for like newspapers or posters.
Yeah.
There was like some sort of like messaging behind it, and that's why. And they had like plenty of layers to them. You still see them right now, like in front pages of certain journals and stuff like The Economist or whatever. Yeah, that's the origin of that.
Yeah.
They don't need to tell you the message; you can figure it out. Anyway, same thing goes to minus detention. We don't have detention here.
Really?
Interesting. Okay then. So you will leave me? Millie, I'm sorry, but tell me why you did this. For Cameron. Oh my word. I've lost all sympathy for you now. You were my favorite. Oh god.
Oh my god.
Really? Imagine waking up like that, just like
Yeah, you can't. You gotta have someone there to be like, hey, so,
Did she take her back to her house from the hospital? How far is the hospital? And also, how does she know that? I guess maybe her address was on like her medical papers or something for some reason, but really?
And why was her entire face covered? She looks fine.
Hold on, that was a car crash? I barely noticed. I thought she was still bandaged. Hold on. Go back. Wait a minute.
If all of us are correct about the situation that just happened, there's a lot to break down in this. I'm sorry, there's another thing to break down in this. If I'm supposed to believe that the car crashed into that, first off, you moved them too close to each other, but whatever. But also, that is a much bigger vehicle. How did you survive that?
I mean, it was supposed to be a bigger vehicle. It was sized much smaller, and also with car crashes, like it's not that they're too close to each other. They intersected. They were going right past it. I thought two things from like it was like an extra bit where like a car, like a lorry was going like behind it or something.
Well, the thing is though, that's not a car crash. That was a car and a truck crash.
It wasn't like a crash. It was afraid to crash,
well,
but yes, okay, fine.
It's a crash, though.
Yeah. Maybe she was in the back. I don't know. Whatever. Like I've been I've been saying like some of the visual stuff in here, is like at least moving in the right direction. That one was not. That felt like if they were going to pass each other just on a road, like any two normal vehicles could do.
Yeah, as cars do.
Yeah.
And again though, she's gonna take off these bandages and her face is completely fine. So
it's probably gonna have like those red gashes everywhere because that's like everything, every face injury from this era. Or she leaves them on for long enough and then they'll be cured. But yeah. And she's floating again because she's a ghost. Oh no, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, she was in a coma for years, and that's why her face is completely healed.
Oh dear. Honey, a piece of glass got in your eye. Oh great, face mask and eye patch.
Oh,
And
is
you
that
have the
what the?
sleeves.
Oh wait, is that what the flower is supposed to be?
Yes, that's a flower eye patch. You're blind. Wrong you're. No, it's not true. Search your feelings, you know it to be true. Anyway.
Tiny piece couldn't hurt me, dude. It's an eyeball. What do you mean?
Does she not know how the human eyes work? In fact, didn't she just shove a tiny piece of ice on her
Dude.
face and hurt her? Good grief, everyone's an idiot in this. Even the nurse.
It's an eyeball, you idiot.
It was very bad. Such
Yeah.
great insight there. Clearly
Bet
you've
it
trained for your
was.
profession. It was bad. Now the nurse is floating. Yeah, she was driving the lorry. She died too.
Well, I guess that explains why she was driven to the house, though.
Is my mum okay? Probably
No,
not.
she's dead.
Yeah, she's definitely. Let's just get you dressed. No.
She's
tell me
dead.
my
No,
mother
she's
is
so
okay.
dead.
Excuse
No.
you. I can get dressed later, thank you very much.
Oh yeah, well
Is
that
my mum
confirms it at least, I guess. Jesus.
Please just to be numb for the medicine. How dare you? I'm perfectly.
Oh, that reminds me. I think I've told this story before. I don't know if I have, but like this sleeping like numbing medicine you can get like over the counter is really inefficient for me. And so whenever I was younger, I was given it so that way because I had to go to the dentist, I had to go to the dentist or something, and it didn't do nothing. And then we're done with the procedure, and I realized it was supposed to put me to sleep. Instead, it put my lower half to sleep. So I was like paralyzed for like an entire like day or two.
Oh,
Because
no, you
I
have
was
not
like
told us.
casually getting out of bed and then just fell. It and classic BB here didn't want to admit that I really needed like immediate help from authority. So I start trying to crawl away in front of these two adults.
I'm fine. Leave me be.
They got me a wheelchair, but man, I was just back here crawling my little arms, trying to exit the room as if everything was normal.
Yeah, no huge elephants in this room.
I'm doing it because I like it, guys, not because I can't walk.
As someone who is actually blind in one eye, IRL, I don't like how the main character is now half blind. That's done correctly. I hate this cliche / trope. It probably isn't going to tie into much. It's probably like I'm so angsty now because I have eye patch and everything. Check out my eye patch.
Yeah, it's totally just a cosmetic thing.
Yeah, she's doing all right. She's just up in the heavens watching us speak. What? Is what her memoir would be called if she had died in that car crash. Oh, phew. Which she did. Oh my goodness! Stop trying to be Monty. Yeah, the casting call is already over.
I existed before Monty. He can deal with it.
Technically true.
He's the ripoff, not me.
He's gonna have a whole other jealousy arc that's not to do with Bonnie.
Start
Anyway.
crawling around like he does for the entirety of Ruin, making a bunch of like random dog noises. I kid you not, that's what he does for Ruin. It is the funniest thing in the world.
Oh,
It is hilarious.
If I'd known about that, I would have like add that into my lines for episode 2 when he attacks Bonnie. Just goes.
It's hilarious. Markiplier was playing Ruin and realized it, and so he would just actively just avoid him just barely, so Monty would see him, and so there would be like 5 minutes, or sometimes Monty would break, and he would just sit and like lag in the same spot, just like crawling in the same area, going. So good.
There's a deranged chihuahua in Ruin. Well, I guess
It is.
I guess Taylor's repairs worked better than expected then.
I love it. It's good. He's such a goofy character.
Mm-hmm. I'm not. Your mum is in a coma.
Oh, I was partly right about the coma call out then.
Yeah, from like way
I was
earlier,
I was on the right track.
Yeah, this reminds me of. I just thought of like the I don't know if you've seen Dora is Trapped in the Back Rooms by Drumsy.
No.
Okay, because like
I
you've been
did
in
make a
coma.
Cannibal Dora comic one time for Spanish
Yeah.
class.
You've been in a coma for several years. It's pronounced karma. Anyway, I gotta show you that video later. You'll love it. Anyway, he literally chomps on the iron gates, trying to get Cassie. I thought it said Gassy for a second there.
She
Oh,
okay,
it
you
does
make
say
him sound
Gassy.
it means Cassie, not gassy. But
Oh, okay.
For
It's
he's making
just a gaseous cloud that's like made out of someone's soul.
Vaughn's making that sound a lot more urgent than it was. It was a looped animation where he kept on trying to pry open these bars, and then every once in a while he would pull his head over and just start eating the bars a little bit, and then the cycle would loop. It's meant to be urgent in the game, but it's not actually. It's a looping thing, so nothing actually happens. So you can sit there and just watch him for hours on end, just fail to pry open these doors and just start trying to eat the metal.
Meme name for Cassie. That sounds like a name a bully would come up with in school. Like if Cassie farted by accident one time in school, so it becomes Gassy Cassie or something like that.
Oh my god, you're so right.
Mm. My blindness was. Oh wait, sorry. I just so used to putting these comments on the screen. Never mind.
I'm not laughing at that, by the way. I'm laughing at what Jacob said.
Yeah. Who will I
For
live with?
context.
Your aunt lives near your school, which was also on your medical records for some reason. Also, who filled those in this time?
Well, okay, that makes sense. Maybe the aunt is like the emergency contact.
Okay, maybe. All right. Sorry, guys. Okay, no. Well. So you will live with her. You know, I decide that because I know the entire genealogy of your family and who gets custody of you in this situation. I assume also that your father is out of the picture because we haven't mentioned him in this entire video. So I guess he's just dead too.
Oh yeah, what had happened to that guy?
But they hate me. Can I see my mom? Oh no, the leaf. Just leaving the hair. Emily took over.
Well, you can see her out of one eye anyways.
I love how like the nurse took the time to put a leaf inside of her hair. Like that's detail honestly mattered in this situation.
Well, maybe he was just meant to be cute, you know? Oh, what do you think the angsty song is for this? I want to know what the angsty song is.
Oh, okay. Don't go to Aunt Jane. She's terrible. I actually, where's that reference to? I actually have an aunt called Jane in real life. What is that a reference to?
She's like this really sucky, like, Karen character in the FNAF movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I hope that my Auntie Jane never sees this movie then.
And the best part is, the actor's first name is Mary, so in my head, I'm always thinking of her as Mary Jane.
Mary Jane, yeah. Okay.
It's great.
All right.
What's the song?
Oh yeah, that's right. This isn't angsty at all. This is triumphant. What do you mean?
Yay, Mom's dead!
I'm just imagining like the Pineapple Party Gacha OST, like the playlist on Spotify. This song comes up under "My Mother Is in a Coma." Dun, 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 dun. Again, Beauty is Pain. I swear was so much better this at choosing songs, even when the series changed. We still had songs that fit like the new story. It was like actually effort was put in. Why is this?
Bon, I don't think it works like that.
Oh, right, okay. So this minus one item mean you have hearing bad hearing in one ear.
No, it
No.
doesn't. There's no way. There's no way Ghost Kitty's gonna say yes. There's no way. Here's the thing: if you have full blindness, then yes. Sometimes it is. In fact, a lot of situations, yes. Both of your ears will be better.
Ghost Kitty is Shay Van Buren.
Oh, I say better. It's not so much better. It's just that the brain is always kind of putting a lot of energy in both the eyes and the ears. But if you don't have the need for the eyes anymore, it's it just kind of puts more focus. But
Yeah,
if you're losing like one eye, you're not. It doesn't work like that. It's not like you don't just get to do that. No.
It's specifically the ear that's on the side of the blind. Yeah, no. My goodness. I just have normal hearing. Yeah.
Like you can still see relatively fine, honestly.
Mm-hmm. If that was the case. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. You know how I put the link to this stream in the Butter Bunch so that you could join because you asked me on there. Well, someone else has picked up on that. Let's welcome our surprise guest, Aiden DeBest.
Oh, hey, Aiden.
Hey.
Hey.
I thought you guys were done streaming, but I went to go check the stream. I was like, oh, you guys are still here.
No.
How are you still here? It's 9 o'clock.
Aiden, I'm here. That's how.
Yeah, first of all,
Silly
First of all,
goose.
Aiden, you know how these streams work. They're not based on a time limit. They're based on.
I
how
know,
long it
but
takes to make the
normally
video.
you're gone by like 8:30. My time.
I'm trying. There's just too much to say about this.
How
Power
horrible
Gacha
is it?
Truly.
Oh yeah,
I-
beyond BB being BB, this video also just has a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
Ooh, sounds
But-
traumatizing.
Yeah,
you would hope, but no, it's not. Not at all.
It's supposed to be traumatizing. It just fails at that as well.
Why
Yeah.
is it like comedic at this point?
So what you're before you answer that, Jacob, I think we can answer that with just an example. So this scene right here, a car crash just happened, a horrible car crash. The daughter you see on like the far right here, the flower here is meant to be like a flower eye patch. She's like blind in one eye, and this is her mom in the bed in a terrible coma, and to really fit the mood, this is the music that they chose, of course.
Oh my god! What? Da 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 da. Oh my! Oh, that's so inappropriate.
And so we've been sitting here for a solid like 10, maybe 20 minutes, maybe 15 actually, probably closer to 15, laughing at how triumphant this is.
Yeah. Also, apparently this is Undertale music.
Yeah,
means-
I just
that
recognize
is,
it.
yeah, it's a little bit louder than it is in the actual thing, so I didn't
Gotcha.
immediately pick up on it, but yes.
Okay, but that means if it's Undertale music, that means it is not copyrighted. Therefore,
You would hope.
Is it
play
not?
on. Loads of YouTubers use Undertale music for that exact reason. It was like a huge thing back in the day. I'll let you check just in case I'm wrong, but yeah, particularly the Spanish spheres of things actually. Like Michu used to use like Megalovania a lot as an outro music.
So from what I'm seeing, it is, but yeah, I mean, it looks like it is. I'm not.
Let's go, triumphant Undertale music. Blast it. I can hear you still clicking. I'm just gonna make sure. If not, I'll put restream music back on.
That's
Maybe
not
have
me.
something.
That's not me. I'm done clicking. I think it's copyrighted. From everything
Okay,
I'm seeing,
fine.
it looks copyrighted. That's Aiden.
Okay,
easily
fine.
Clicking.
In
Yeah.
which case, I'll
Sorry.
change the musical genre here. Let's play some future pop instead.
Oh my! I mean, I guess it's equally appropriate. I'm gonna be honest. It's equally appropriate.
Let's see.
Someone's gonna be like, "Oh, Aiden, why are you slandering the music?" Like, listen, okay, this isn't appropriate. This was triumphant. Undertale music, yes, is kind of somber, but like also this is like da da da. I think this is end the game music.
Yeah, I haven't had a complaint about me talking about music in gacha videos since reviewing Taming the Bad Boy, because that was when Shorty started arguing a lot for like the use of BTS because of the good songs.
Fake love. Yeah. Like, oh my god, what?
They are good songs. They just don't match the tone. BTS is not the answer to everything. They answer something, not everything.
BTS answers everything. What do you mean?
That was exactly what Shorty said at the time. Anyway.
Fake love! Fake love! Oh my god.
I was typing something, I could hear you clicking and I might...
Oh, dude, that's so creepy. You should have gotten real close to your mic and everything.
Okay, you know something? Actually, the first time I watched The Fat Reindeer by Afmal, every Christmas
what? Oh wait, I forgot about that. I forgot about the video. Yeah. It's like, wait, when did this happen? I was like, oh yeah. It was like 2015
is when it happened.
Yeah, so I was watching The Fat Reindeer.
It's a Rudolph ripoff about reindeer being morbidly obese and not being able to pull the sleigh.
You can make an argument that that's what Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is always about if you wanna assume the red nose is allegory.
Well, I mean, I thought the allegory was like being for some sort of minority. I thought that was the allegory. I don't think it was about weight.
Oh, I don't think
it was about deformity, actually, rather than minority.
I don't know that it was about any. I think it was about all of it. I think the idea was really just that difference is what made him, not be liked.
Difference is bad unless you're useful for it.
Yeah, I don't know that they necessarily knew what.
I don't think it meant it like that, but it does kind of come off like that. Like, oh, you're useful. Never mind. Like, jeez.
I mean,
that's kind of screwed up.
From what I remember, the song came out the exact same year that Thomas the Tank Engine started, and those original books by Reverend W. Awdry, some of the messages in those things are oof.
Big oof.
So you never know.
It was trying to be progressive, but kind of failed.
Yeah, there's things that I would say
Rudolph
so. Yeah,
maybe.
because
Thomas Tank Engine maybe not.
I think Rudolph made an attempt, like especially like the Misfit Toy Island kind of thing. That definitely felt like a whole like embrace everyone's like differences and stuff, and you're allowed to like what you like.
Okay, that is the BB. That is the movie that came out like 19 years after the song.
Oh, okay? You're just talking about the song itself.
No, normally I reference the movie when we're talking about Rudolph.
Okay, fine. We did mention Rankin Bass at the start of we did mention Rankin Bass at the start of this review, so it is like fitting. But yeah, the actual movie they update that. Yeah, they try to be more wholesome. Rankin Bass trying to be wholesome with their stuff. Yes. Okay. The actual song from 1945.
Oh yeah, no. The actual song is
abomination.
Yeah, the actual song is, hey, everyone hated this guy, but then Santa saw him dying in the snow and was like, hey, what do you think about slave work?
I mean, that is basically the whole reindeer thing. I mean, there was no implication that they get paid. It's kind of just like slavery.
Yeah, the moral. There's certainly some moral questions to it.
That's the case for any animal labor. No one pays animals anything.
Yeah, but when you give them like personalities, talking, humanize them, then it gets weird.
That is true. Weird. Yeah, at least give them extra food or something. That's probably what they would use as payment for animals.
I mean, that just kind of sounds like feeding your slaves to keep them alive.
What else are you going to pay animals? What do they?
I don't know. They're sentient creatures. They're sentient. They clearly know how to. If you take Rankin Bass as an example, they're clearly able to talk. So maybe if they're able to talk, that means they can have a system of government. In fact, animals that can't talk have a system of government. I bet you they have a currency.
I don't know if they do.
I bet you they have a currency somewhere.
I don't think they thought about it that hard. We just
with sentience comes a structure, and with a structure comes capitalism.
I mean, well, unless they're communists, which I mean, you know, a bunch of communist animals. I'm not gonna lie, would be amazing.
Dude, oh my god, Rudolph the
In
Red-Nosed Reindeer, but make
1964
them all communists.
No, it's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Communist.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'd be a part of the Red Scare. Santa's like the capitalist king,
Yeah, he's
and then
red
like,
nose. Yeah, that's just not helpful in their cause at all.
yeah.
So good.
Listen, I'm just look.
Santa Claus is Stalin.
Oh my god.
So
We
Aiden,
need to make our own version of Rudolph now about communism.
Aiden, to answer your question before, this is why we spent 2 hours here or more.
Yeah,
Anyway,
communism.
yeah. So what about saying? So yeah, the Fat Reindeer is actually a spoof of that. Yes, that they do base it on the Rankin Bass movie, and they just like go from there because they don't because they just go like during a conversation. The reindeer itself actually starts like eating other reindeer. It's a whole thing. Anyway.
Oh wait, wasn't Sky in that?
Yeah,
Oh.
Sky was the reindeer. Sky the
Yeah.
reindeer.
Oh no.
Well, that's because it wasn't like the reindeers they ate. It wasn't the reindeer's body. It was all reindeer's body.
Hmm.
Mhm.
If I was a reindeer, I would cannibalize my fellow kind.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I recommend it. I was trying to make a point about the fat reindeer and say something about this. I forgot what to get at originally. I've lost
It was
the
so
original point I
profound,
brought this
Jacob.
up.
Reindeer.
It was so profound, I bet.
I'll mention this again. This is called Hope, but I don't see much to have hope about. They haven't even said the word hope in this whole video, and that was a theme at all.
It's okay. No matter how bad your life gets, there's always hope somehow. Even
Yeah.
if everyone you love is dead, you're trapped in your own house. Maybe you're kidnapped. Maybe you're murdered. Like there's always hope, guys. Trust me. Trust me, guys.
Aiden, you just explained the moral of Pandora's jar.
Wait, really? I haven't
Yeah.
read that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so you don't.
go.
Well, excuse me. You don't know what Pandora's jar is.
I know.
He knows what
I don't
Pandora's
know
jar
the
is, just
full
not the
myth.
details.
I don't
Oh.
I don't know the details about myths. I do know
The-
about them.
I don't know if we have.
didn't was it Prometheus opened up Pandora's jar?
No.
No, Pandora opened up Pandora's jar.
Yeah.
Oh, I
so
thought someone-
basically,
oh.
very, very,
Opened up
very
a
quick
jar.
speed run here. Basically, Zeus was annoyed with humanity, as per usual. A bunch of gods came together to make a girl. They named her Pandora. They gave her a bunch of gifts, including a jar, which they said, hey, don't ever open this. But then she was really smart, but her intelligence also made her curious. So then she opened it up, releasing all evil, and there was only one thing left, and that was hope, and it could never leave.
Dang, that's
But it was-
sad.
But it was always
the
there.
point,
and
the point, yes, the point
and
is
that's
that,
why
you know,
women are considered evil in ancient Greece.
Oh wait.
And that's
oh,
also why they need to
God.
get education, because with education comes curiosity, and with curiosity comes opening Pandora's jar.
It's
it's
just like
essentially- it's essentially
Lilith
the-
or
it's-
Eve.
Actually, it's like Eve. Lilith was a different story. Lilith was already
Well,
like
okay,
Lilith
Lilith
on
was
an equal level
also
to Adam.
okay. Technically, Lilith was politically motivated because Lilith was meant to be under Adam, but they were made similarly. And
They're made the same way.
yeah, they're made the same way, but they couldn't agree. They couldn't agree, and they kept fighting.
Oh
she
no!
became
I
the
see
first
why
demon.
BB's reacting. I see how BB's
Come
reacting.
on.
Oh god!
God, why
Oh.
does no one understand? Guys, it wasn't a box. It was
Oh
never
my-
a box. It was a box.
Oh.
Centuries later, it was a jar first. It was a
Okay,
clay
so
jar.
Okay, so what happened was, yes, it was a clay jar which was called a pythos in ancient Greek, which then got mistranslated into pixis in Latin during the Roman times, which means box. So it became Pandora's box by mistranslation. It was always a jar. Pandora's pythos.
I mean, I always kind of like the idea of a box more than a jar, but fair.
Yeah, you've already used the box in Fallen Angels, though.
It's not a literal box. It's just called the box.
It's box shaped. What do you mean? It's a box.
Well, it's not like okay, when you say the word box, you think of it's like, oh, something you hold in your hand. Look, here's a little box for it, not a giant room.
We're gonna shove fully sized angels into a small box. Yeah.
Okay,
of course
well,
we are.
Aiden, we call it Pandora's box, but it's also not a box.
Okay, but it was Bon who said Pandora's box. Yeah,
Yes.
Aiden knows. Aiden's been known about that for years.
Yeah, no, I knew about that.
Hmm.
Anyways, yes, miss. Why are you blushing, girl?
Oh,
Are you in
yeah.
love with her? Is there
I
something
think she's,
scandalous
like,
going on
has-
with the nurse?
No, I think she just has like a natural blush.
Yeah,
That's a
Mama
lot of
Mary.
natural blush. Normally, when people have natural blush, it's like, oh, blush 1, but that's blush 3. That's like when you're actually blushing.
I wish
Normally
this was a
natural-
dream. I wish this was a dream. Well, Dorothy, if you click your heels and say there's no place like hope, then maybe it will come true.
There's no place like hope. There's no place like hope. There's no place like hope. I'm still here.
Pandora's Pythos, probably because alliteration is cool.
Well, yeah, but also Pixis would be the same alliteration in Latin, but whatever.
I wish you
Oh,
were. Wish you were wake. Yes, I too wish you were wake.
No, I wish you will. Yeah, I wish you will wake. Yeah,
You will wake.
which is still weird because admittedly, I wish you would.
I
Yeah,
wish
use
you will.
tense, which should have been a
will
conditional.
Wake up right now, and forgive me for fighting. Fighting what? Fighting you
Oh,
while
yeah,
driving?
no, fighting Millie in the previous scene before the car crash happened. You went.
Oh my god! Wait, were they fighting in the car?
No, they were no. Millie is a different character who used to be the best character in this whole video, then got ruined in one scene, and they proceeded to fight between the pair of them, and then their parents got called. The secretary pulled a gun on them, pointed at them to stay where they were. Then
What?
called their parents.
Normally you don't
and
involve
then they
guns!
got, and then they
What?
got picked up. Then they got picked up, and on the way back from there,
I love.
they
This
crashed
is what I
into a
love about
lorry.
whenever Aiden joins late, because every time he has the exact same reactions we do.
What do you mean she pulled a gun? Why did she
What
have a
did I
gun?
miss?
Why did she have to hold them up at gunpoint?
Okay, here's another compilation idea. Aiden, what did I miss compilation? That should be another thing from this.
That'd be great.
Oh my god. Who pulls a gun on children? They didn't even have weapons. I think.
They didn't
They
have
didn't.
weapons. The teacher
Secretary
did though.
The secretary literally brought a gun to a fist fight. Yes.
Like, dang. Like, what are you gonna do? Shoot the kids? How is that gonna look?
If they didn't cooperate, I guess.
But like, who pulls a gun on someone if you're not willing to shoot them?
Someone who's trying to threaten
Apparently, a
them.
teacher.
I would hazard a guess that most people who point guns at others aren't willing to pull the trigger. They're trying to intimidate or force.
Joke's on you, that doesn't work on me because I lack the will to live.
Yeah. Hopefully, you have to trust that in real life. Right. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't want to have that. I love
No.
you, Mom. Da-da.
Thank you. She's got the heels now. Let's go. There's no place.
Oh.
There's no theme like hope. There's no theme like hope. hmm And yes, wow, you begrudged Fox making that exact joke by accident. You do it on purpose. Okay, then I see how it is. And yes, the
She's
shadows.
mad.
Are terrible, yeah. I we
Oh.
stopped talking about like the editing stuff for a while because we just got used to everything editing wise, and then here we are now.
Editing sucks.
And of course, we've got the bratty cousins immediately, which, by the way, good on them for instant characterization. Hold on, is that? Imagine this is what Kalani and Polani from the Darwins grew up into. Polani.
Although, okay, I'm just gonna say I
Yeah.
have beef with the twins' design, so
What,
they're
why-
wearing the same outfit, but one just has bits of purple on it.
Oh no.
What?
What's a travesty?
They're twins.
Yes.
Like they should be wearing different outfits. They should be wearing.
Normally, I agree. Yes, that wearing different outfits would be like great for them as individual people, but it's not like twins in real life don't match ever. In fact, I've seen siblings match
okay, but
sometimes.
from a character design standpoint, I think it would be better if they're wearing different outfits to make each twin recognizable. I mean, you can still go with the spoiled brat idea for each of them, but you can just have them wear different versions of that and maybe have different main colors highlighting them. Because when they have very similar hairstyles, when they have very similar outfits, it ends up feeling like they're the exact same characters copy over.
Hey Jacob, it's inspired. Plagiarize. I love the rule of threes you've got going on with that joke. Anyways, this was made in 2019. I don't think it had a script, and even if it did, the script probably won't make sense. Yeah, that's well. I mean, we've already talked about that. Yeah.
I think the black-haired girl cuddling up to the blonde-haired guy is like a jerk, probably. She gives me vibes that she's gonna call her any mean name.
Yeah, she's apparently this is the aunt that hates her.
Dang.
Which by the way, wasn't I'm now remembering that the Dursleys told Harry that Lily and James died in a car crash, right? And she was forced to go to her aunt's house, which is presumably her mother's sister.
Well, I mean that's normally the assumption, unless her dad is in the picture. I'm her dad.
Well, yeah, okay, fine, it could be. Yes, but I just mean because of the way that the aunt was introduced to the series, that might not be the case at all. Maybe the uncle's actually the brother. You never know. Anyway, as with my aunt and uncle that hate me, yes, we know that. We saw the previous scene. Thank you for the reminder we didn't need. It's the same video.
We love exposition.
And they're spoiled twins. Again, we can see what they look like and we see their interactions. We don't need that. We picked up on it immediately. It's the same when videos do this. It's the same when videos do this. They just like start.
They don't face their own audience.
They start with something visually, and then they convey that, and then there's like, wait, never mind. My audience is too stupid to pick this up. I'm gonna spell it out for them.
Oh, Matilda!
And it's more like, oh, Matilda, go fetch a broom and start sweeping or something like that.
Oh, Matilda, get on those rags I put in your bedroom. You're now Cinderella.
Yeah,
Matilda, more like Cinderella.
I'd also like to point out
Cinderella.
Yeah. Also, by the way, I'd like to point out we are at the last eighth of this video, and this particular plot point could have been the inciting incident, the car
plot point came out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, this could have been like a setup for the story. This could have been car crash happens, then you go to then what? But it's like tagged on at the end almost. I don't know. Look at me and you, uncle. Yes, look at you and you, effective education.
It's the only time you will see true love. Oh my god, why are you taking pot shots at her? She just walked in your house. Now you're
I don't know.
She didn't even say anything to why are you like, oh, you came in, I'm here to bully you. You suck. You'll never find love. I hate you. Okay, that's my bullying.
I kind of wonder why do they hate the pro tag anyway? Well, if this were the story in question, there probably would be a reason that we get revealed later. This is also 2019 Gacha, so
what's 2019? The hated child was the thing, so it would be like, I hate you because reasons. I hate you because I don't know.
Matilda is a wizard, or in this case, a witch.
Hey, Matilda could be a wizard if she wants.
Yeah. What the heck is the climax? Probably, I guess.
The car crash? Question mark? I hope.
I don't know. But yes, Ghost Kid is right. Show, don't tell. In fact, you showed, so don't also tell. As well as
I will
show
say
and tell.
That shows, and I will say, I don't think that's an insulting in audience necessarily. I think that shows just a general insecurity in your own writing at that point. Right? Because, I mean, if you already showed it...
visuals.
Yeah, I mean, once you've already, shown it, it's like, maybe you... It seems like, to me, like the writer thinks maybe they weren't clear enough. And so they wanted to really hammer it in, but it just does more harm than good. Yeah.
If this were a scripted video, then yes, that would have been a writing thing, particularly because you've had that outlined, like the twins fighting over the phone or something like that. That'd been in the directions, but I don't think there were. Just you already decide this is what they're gonna look like, and you put the effort in, thinking in your mind, okay, this is what I want people to see, and this is why they're doing this. That's all you need. Job done. I'm really losing hope. The story is going to make these jokes more. If they didn't want jokes, they should name the story Hope. Again, we still have no idea why.
Honestly, I guess we don't have her endless hope.
No, we have the endless part, but not the hope.
God.
Because no boy will love you.
Okay,
even
what
your
about
dad
girl?
didn't.
Oh my god!
Okay, hold on. Since your dad didn't. I mean, either the dad is just like fled and no sign of him, or yes, he is dead, and there's just like I don't know.
Like, girl, why are you out here bullying her?
At least one of the twins likes me.
What? I guess.
Matilda.
They haven't even talked. Okay, now
Matilda doesn't deserve to be loved.
Oh my god!
So-
What is this girl's problem?
Star, get away from a dirty rag. Like a dirty rag, really?
What?
Let me show you to your room.
Isn't that gonna be near her?
I guess
You
Hayden
think-
just doesn't care. Anyway.
Hey!
Anyway,
It sounds like Aiden. How dare?
that's what his name is Hayden. The uncle is called Hayden.
How dare he sound?
Or
how
Hayden,
dare.
maybe.
We're gonna
I
call him
guess.
Hayden because I don't want him disgracing anything Aiden related.
That's fair. There's actually a composer called Hayden. Was he? I say there is. He's been
Matilda,
dead
this place
or
is
whatever.
scary. Why are you scared? You live here, girl.
Well, I think this is the worst room. Like, this is the attic that they don't normally use, even though it has a bed and is completely furnished for a person's living space. Yeah, it is. That's why my mum put you in here. My grandma died in here.
What?
Thanks for the tip.
Why'd you have to say that? Jesus.
Joseph Haydn, simply 94.
Oh my god.
I love that Joseph.
Why
saying,
does it feel
"Yeah,
like my
talk about
grandma
classical
died in here?
music."
How did she die here? Is this room haunted? Are we haunted? Are we doing ghost town?
Yeah, so good news. This girl will have to change in the restroom now and not in the bedroom itself. Sorry, that's the bad news. The good news is that she has a roommate.
She's already changed in the restroom before. Remember the start of this video? She was
Yeah.
doing that already with the lockers in the giant house that looked like a public pool for some reason.
What?
But no, I mean,
Seriously?
good news though. She
Yes.
does have a roommate. Bad news, she has significantly less privacy.
Listen,
It's
grandma,
fine.
grandma likes to peek, okay?
Grandma's eyes don't work so well. She won't see anything anyway. Also, I thought she was told about. Oh, and different room entirely. I guess.
I
I
guess
don't
it's
think
supposed
you-
to be like a bathroom. Why me?
know-
Oh
You
my
know, there were two things that you could have done in this situation. You could have chose a different background that has actual details in it, rather than looking like it's an empty space just this one mirror. Or two,
And that's the
resize-
mirror grandma died looking into.
Yeah, or just resize the background and the character so it occupies more space, so it looks like it's not as large and empty as it actually is.
I think grandma's soul's trapped in that mirror, man. Just saying.
Grandma is the mirror on the wall.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest grandma of them all? Me.
See that's what the evil queen should have done. Should have specified, who's the fairest queen of all or something. Then it would have never said Snow White. There you go. Just have to add that visor.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Snow White would have been queen eventually.
Yes, but not while the other queen was still alive. So it would not have been an issue for as long as she was around.
True. Look
Yeah.
at her. Look at her being all emo now, cause Edge.
And actually, not necessarily, you're saying the cousin has two grandmas, so it could have been Haydn's mother rather than the aunt's. Again, if I've got the dynamic of the family correct.
Dead
If I
grandmas.
knew I would have to keep track, I would have kept a family tree.
But we don't even have the starting point. We don't know what
BB,
Archie looked
listen to
like.
me. This video doesn't deserve that amount of effort.
The video doesn't deserve a lore and timeline. It needs a timeline because the story is over the place. Anyway, bye, little cousin. See you later. Again, also still matching outfits, but different colors. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see, I like
bye.
this. This makes them each stand out more.
But they're still the same matching outfit, Aiden. Look at them. All the
But
pieces are the same.
they're radically different colors, and they say so much about each
It's
of them.
It's the same exact outfit. The colors are just inverted to show that one is evil and one is good.
Okay. Bye bye, pig. Hey, what if that's her? What if she's into that? Okay.
Was empty, but what? I was going to read the chat. What did you say?
Nothing. Nothing.
Okay, all right. I'll
Bad
just
joke.
skip that.
Anyways.
Yeah. Who is that Mozart? Honestly, this video could do with some Mozart, also because I wouldn't get copyrighted. Speaking of,
by the way, we
what's
have the Halloween background, and it's November 1st.
It's yeah, Day of the Dead. We've got skeletons.
And
Oh,
also
wait, is Day
Semaine.
of Dead? Oh, I did not know.
Yes.
And
Anyway,
also Semaine.
Okay. Well, speaking of copyrighted music and such, what is playing right now?
That's more Undertale music.
I think it's the same track. It's so hopeful, even though this is so drip. What?
There you go. The hope was in the music all along. That's the moral. She's going to turn to music, and that's what's going to give her hope. I don't know.
And if
no.
And if you're deaf, then I guess you're just out of luck.
I feel like you would want to be deaf watching this, so you wouldn't have to hear that horrible music. Or
It's not
music.
bad
not
music.
Horrible.
What do you mean? It's
not
great
horrible
music. It's just
not
really
horrible
bad
music.
timing.
It's just ill-fitting of the situation.
Yeah. I will say, Frost, last time I did an edited and recorded review of Pineapple Party Gacha videos, I actually, that took an hour. That was trimmed down. So you can imagine.
Oh, also, wait, I'm just gonna say this. Why is everyone wearing pink, white, and black?
Because on Wednesdays they wear pink, didn't you know?
Oh my god! They're
are
your color palette!
so-
Everyone has like those outfit styles!
So
Like-
white and black, everyone is allowed to wear, and pink, the girls are allowed to wear. So naturally, those are going to be the three
But like,
only
where's
colors that you
blues?
see.
Even grays would be
Are you
better. At
implying
least
this
it
is the
varies up the
uniform?
whites and blacks, so you have a bit more of a gray mixed in as well. Where's, I don't know, blues, greens, reds, any other color besides pink, white, and black. It's
No,
so
no.
boring.
No.
I will say we have seen other colors in other parts of this video. This just happens to not be one of them.
Come on! At least have one of these background characters be wearing blue or something. Anything else? Like, I guess one's wearing a blue backpack, but it's like, come on, it's so small. It's like,
The mean cousin is wearing dark colors, nice cheer cousin is wearing light colors. Whether that's done on purpose, in 2022 is probably not. Actually, I reckon probably so.
I think
2019
it probably
Gacha,
is.
yeah, color schemes
I
for
already
characters were
pointed
like
that out,
iconic.
probably.
Yeah, actually, like that was the thing when Jay told me about like certain villains like having like different colored hair or something like that, or different outfits. So. And people always knew what to expect of them. Like, you know, like someone wearing red and black was always the antagonist all the time, which is also a subversion I tried to play into later, which is why Phoenix has ginger hair. Anyway, what are you hiding under your mask and hair? Nothing. Don't lie to me. Oh, a Selena from the beginning. Wow, she's been absent for the entire time.
This is...
I think it had nothing to do with Matilda at the start. I guess now, because again, new target.
I
Which is
guess
weird because-
bullying?
Yeah, because Millie has like all the gadgets and stuff, but arguably that started from Selena.
Ah!
You know, doubt in her mind. So if anything, she's kind of achieved her goal with Millie, I guess. So move on to the next one. Maybe that's it. I do like Cameron looking like around with like regret at Millie. Although again, given last time, God, they're both terrible. I can't take sides with them anymore. They're both awful people. They deserve to be separated. Ha! That nothing happened. Just a blind eye.
Oh
I
my
think that was
god.
horrible. I don't
Ha ha, you're half blind, you loser freak. Like,
know. Did she
that's
just,
kinda
did she just
mean.
pick a finger in her eye? I think she's like poked. There's like a fist in her eye.
Jesus.
is her eye bleeding?
Or as KW would say, she's like an eye in her eye hole where her eyes used to
Oh
be.
god, what does that even feel like if you don't have an eye? Oh, does it hurt?
I
bet that
sounds horrific. I don't want to imagine that.
Ugh.
And don't watch the clip on KW's channel.
What?
What is it
Okay,
like
can
putting
I
your
use
eye
missing
in?
an eye?
Like,
Did I be missing an eye?
I don't think so. I
What do you
swear I've
mean,
been seeing
Cliff?
two eyes. Is
What do
one
you
of them like a
mean?
glass eye or something?
Does KW not have two eyes?
It was a thing that she said when sleep deprived. That's the thing. Just the clip contextualizes it.
There we go.
Oh my
it's
god!
like
Wait, actual camera angles in the last scene of
Angles.
the video.
fallen
Did you just think to do
Let's
this
go.
now? Why now of all times? Oh, I could have done this so much earlier. Ah.
Wait, I thought the girl next to the one with scars on her face was all like, "Oh no, don't do this," and now she's all happy.
This is also a very good point. That yeah, all the girls are blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah, blonde's
I guess
said
blonde
before
equals evil.
I said before that was actually world building because it could be something like like wheat colored hair. That's what as what Bond said before, which is more popular in this universe.
Also,
it isn't exactly.
I love Ghost Kitty is like, yes, the classic color for girls, that's what all of us females wear, and it's like, I would like to say, yeah, you're so right, that's so stereotypical, but then I'd be a hypocrite because I have blonde hair.
Well, you
But
dye it.
Are you wearing pink currently?
Are you wearing bright pink?
Not at the moment, no.
No, definitely not. No, what are you talking
No,
about?
I'm really not. I'm wearing like gray, I'm wearing white, and I'm wearing black. All the colors that Aiden hates.
I don't hate those colors. I hate when it's only the colors. Listen, okay, in Fallen Angels, and oh my god,
cold
shows
here.
as a whole.
Oh, and my socks are white.
Everyone has like a lot of the cast wears different colors. I try to do a huge variety of hair colors and eye colors and all kinds of stuff. I try to do my best to make each of them look unique and wear different stuff and have different colors to really highlight stuff.
Yeah,
and I
we were saying that was like the genius part of My Street, but we were talking about hair colors then. But that's the same idea. Yeah. Like as far as My Street hair colors go, yeah, people talk about like the unnatural hair colors, but that distinguishes the characters. You see it.
Yeah.
You see someone with like long light blue hair. That's Caitlyn. You know instantly. Anyway, what for the beard? It's Eric and his short hair. Anyways, new moved your setup. I guess technically both correct. Basically, yeah, my brother has work now, so like the starts earlier, so I moved down to make less, so I could make, I guess so he hears less noise. I say to make less noise, I make more noise down here, but he hears less of it. If you hate,
that's both good though, because that means your parents probably can't hear you as well, right?
that is also yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so you
We
just
could
get
talk
more...
late longer. Oh my god, we could talk about all kinds.
Well,
of
I don't necessarily mean ruin Jacob's schedule more.
Aiden,
I
I'm
just
still
mean like he
hungry.
can be a little bit more energetic.
Yeah, I'm exactly, which I have been so
Jacob,
far.
we need okay, tomorrow, are you gonna be around?
Not this late, hopefully.
Not this late, but tomorrow as a whole.
Tomorrow as a whole, yeah, like, I still got that song to finish, so yes, I'll be around.
Okay, but I want to write more Mrs. Dicer with you.
Well, I'll be making a song.
Yeah, I was about
Well, we need to write more Mrs. Dicer. Ah!
Then write more Mrs. Dice up then, I'll check
Did
it
you-
later.
I'm
Oh,
on
wait, I
the
forgot.
class scene.
Do people know what that means, Aiden? Or
Yes.
did you just...
Yes. The
episode's
Mrs.
out!
Dice Up came out on Saturday.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot. It came out that
Oh
and
my God.
and the people
Love.
above. That's right.
Yeah,
How
that
do you
was the
forget?
whole thing. That was like the major
That
event of the
was
week.
I still need to watch People Above. I'm really interested in it because I read the description and I think I understand some things from the description already.
Have you seen Mrs. Dysart?
No, honestly, I've been busy.
Okay.
You should
Well,
watch
actually,
Mrs.
we talked
Dicer.
about a
You're
few
in
things.
it.
The People Above stuff was actually like I talked to you about like a couple of like ideas of like how that could actually like the logistics of how that could work.
Okay.
I ran with that concept.
Yeah, I read
So,
the
yeah.
description and I remembered because I told you a lot. I tell you almost all of my plot lines. So I read some of that and I know you know about certain things. I'm like, that sounds like something. So I'm interested.
Okay then. Well, hopefully you enjoy it. Is this video over? This video isn't over now. Over now. We have more stuff to watch. Unfortunately.
Yeah, we are close. Yeah, I think Jacob said
Yeah,
this is the last
hope
scene.
we're
so.
close. Yeah. Anyway, it's getting better.
That's oh my god. And hold on, add this to the third part of terrible phrasing in this. What is wrong with your skin?
What is wrong with your skin?
I mean, remember, this character did sustain a skin irritation from the Salt and Ice challenge from before,
Yeah, but
so
we
have the context. As an isolated clip, like if they saw this image on its own, that would probably be way worse, but this time we have the context
We
for
can
it.
make a good assumption about what they're really referring to by helping cancer, too. I mean, it's probably not meaning what we're saying, but at the same time, they're saying helping skin cancer.
Okay, so she's running up the stairs, and she's like,
That's
"Oh,
why
Naruto running."
Yes, well, 2019, yes.
Yeah, we
And
get
Cameron's-
a time jump. She's in bed.
Cameron does his best Willy Wonka impression and goes, "Stop! Don't come back." And he's like, "Oh well, I stretched my hand out. That's all I can do apparently."
You're a terrible
Useless.
person. You just kind of
we have
just.
like angles. We have. I mean, it's not panning.
Oh
it's just,
no!
before, but
Oh
She's
god!
about to just
That's what I was
commit
about. Oh god!
suicide.
Wait! Play the music.
oh, okay.
Oh, is this
hold
gonna be
on.
my R?
No,
I
I
hope
want
not.
to see. I want to see.
Let's see.
No, this is
Aw.
more Undertale.
Oh, I was hoping it would be my R.
Wait,
Maybe-
Why is
maybe it'll play it whenever she's closer to the edge.
Does Cameron have warping powers? Why are they
No,
glitching?
it's a ghost. The ghosts are talking to her.
I can't give up because of them. I must have hope. That's the message.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
All right, sure.
Girl.
That's where it all
I
ties
was
in.
hoping you'd jump off. That sounds horrible, but you know.
Jesus, Aiden.
Please don't go where I think she's going. No.
Well, good news.
Oh,
She's
yeah, that's
not
right,
going
this was-
where you think she's going. She failed.
she's
flame.
she's a coward. Oh.
That's not
Well,
the message you want to
Honestly,
send.
you should have
That's
joined
not
VC.
how that
You
works.
should have joined VC when you had the chance.
I don't know what
Oh, no. I clicked-
SITU
Excellent.
means.
No, not this far back, please. No.
Situation.
Just that about
Aiden was gonna. Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
I can't,
can't give up. Yeah, we can't give up.
because of them.
Selfie
Hello?
time.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello. Is that Matilda Red? Is that her name?
Matilda Red. Okay.
I will.
Yes.
Oh.
Your mom's
Your mom woke
awake.
up.
Oh my god. What?
World's shortest coma.
Yeah, I was
That
about
wasn't
to
even a
say,
day.
are we sure they even checked for the coma?
I don't think she was in a coma because she woke up pretty much like a week after going into a coma.
Yeah, I don't know if
Not even a
counts
week.
as
It was a
coma.
few days, maybe a few hours.
We don't know how to tell you this, but
You're...
you know how we said Mr. Mum was in a coma? It turns out that what we thought was her in a coma was actually just sleep.
You're just fast asleep.
We will fire ourselves.
Sorry, we can give you compensation. Just like, oh,
Okay.
thanks. Hey, I was just about to kill myself. Actually, I'm glad to have this news.
Oh wow! I thought she called them for a bit. That's the thing with like no sound effects. It's always like the person who picks up the phone first, but yeah, never mind. Anyways, apparently it said fled and not red. So apparently her name is Matilda Fled.
Matilda
Okay.
fled what? Fled life?
She almost did.
She tried.
And she
Although now I
failed.
can't picture the last scene just being like her dead body in the ground and next to her is the phone, and you see it like light up as like hospital ringing.
Oh my
Oh my
god, that'd be so
The text
morbid
becomes
but
like,
amazing.
"Mom is awake." That is like the Romeo and Juliet situation.
Yeah, baby,
Almost.
I accidentally wrote the end of Romeo and Juliet.
Mom,
It's not a good
how are
thing,
you?
but anyway.
Mom, you were in such a short coma. I thought you would never come out of it.
Yeah, and apparently your bruising is limited to 2 black eyes from a car crash, I guess. Okay.
Mom, your sister's horrible. I never want to live with her again. She was bullying me and called me a rat.
Thank you for staying strong, dear.
And a pig.
I assume you did. Thank
Oh my god, I
li-
called the time jump. I called it, baby.
Oh my
Let's
god.
go. It
Well-
runs in the Butter family tree.
I'm almost done. Crying face.
Oh, I wish it was done.
We are moving away from Mom. Oh, so even
Cool.
Millie gets a happy ending. Fantastic.
Yeah,
But is it,
because
like,
holding out
horrible?
hope. Whoopee.
Really? I guess I can stop being possessed by.
What?
Does-
I guess they're breaking up. He's happy about that.
Okay,
Or maybe they're just
moving
going
away-
home. Maybe
Okay,
they're just
moving
going
away
home.
doesn't mean that you're going like a huge distance, or even like changing schools for that matter.
Maybe she's just saying bye, see you tomorrow, not bye, I'm leaving
That's
forever.
not the way this is striking me.
I hope so,
know.
because otherwise this is like maybe they are in elementary school this whole time. 'Cause that's like a very like elementary school bye thing to say.
Bye. Like, dang.
Give me a favor. You mean do me a favor?
Sure.
Treat Matilda right with me.
Oh my god, so you're breaking up with her? You're breaking up with him and being like, oh yeah, now have fun, Matilda! Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like, oh, now that I'm out of the picture, this is the forced resolution thing again. Because like, of course, if as long as Millie was still around, like, and actually like has a claim to him, but the couple can't be together, but they have to be, because my goodness.
And I thought you were like a jerk.
So you guys broke up. I heard that, but I couldn't see you in front of me.
So
I
you
still
guys
have one
broke up.
something eye. Don't
She
give me
looked
that.
so uncomfortable in front of him.
Does this answer the question? Never lose hope. Because never lose hope, because you two can date the worst guy to ever grace the airs of this
Oh
video.
my god! Like, you just got broken up with
Yeah,
and you didn't care so
he
much
moved
that
on
you're just
real
like,
quick.
oh, okay, I guess I'll date Matilda now. Hey, Matilda, I love you more. Like, dang.
Yeah, you haven't seen this, but yeah, those two were he was sort of like leading Matilda on anyway, and also like
Seriously?
at the expense of Millie while he was still dating her. So it's not like it came out of nowhere for him to date Matilda specifically.
And Millie kind of already knew, which is why she actually stripped near naked for him, and then
Wait, what?
you
Again,
know.
what I miss compilations. We need.
You know, she stripped down to some shorts and a bra, and then started like flirting with him, and then the
Oh
girl
my
that
God.
he was leading on showed up, and it was a whole thing, you know.
That's horrible.
I'm guessing Millie has never heard of relationships, and neither has had PPG at this point.
Oh my god.
So yeah, moral of the story: never lose hope, because
I lost hope.
because
in
a jerk
humanity.
who's already into you might still be into you. Nothing has changed.
Never lose hope that your mom will come back from the dead for you, even though she basically did immediately.
Oh, that's totally true. No, this all did just go full circle, didn't it? We're
Yeah.
right back at like the beginning state of everyone.
Except for Cameron and Millie and the sister. So actually, like most people that we cared about in this video.
Also, what
didn't
was
care
the point
about.
of introducing the two twins by having one twin like her and one twin not like her? Because she wasn't even in the house for that long. She's only in the house for a single scene.
That could have been
that's
like a
it.
montage, like a montage of her looking unhappy while in the house, and that was it.
Yeah.
She was-
Hey, that would have fixed the time issue where she literally like a day after her mom gets in a coma, she wakes up like that's how comas work.
Yeah, you could tell. So Jacob was calling it at the very beginning. Oh, let's see if this, gets run to the midpoint or whatever. You can definitely tell from the midpoint onwards that like they just got really lazy.
Yeah, because that's when Millie's character does a complete 180. Cameron suddenly becomes sympathetic, like I said before, like Jacob and Edward in Twilight.
They
Which is not a flattering
they start
comparison to
cutting
anyone.
even more corners in animation than they already had been.
Yeah, apart from the camera angles towards the very, very end. And then suddenly, it seems like fast forward between like the different points. That's what I think might have happened. PPG had the outline of this story planned, but as the production of the video kept on going, they got more and more tired of like working the same video and just wanted to rush through the big points to get towards the very end.
Yeah.
Which is another issue with not having a script, because then if you did have a script, you could come back to it later and not forget about it and just like do scenes separately and then put them together when you're ready to have the final thing, and not have it feel you feel like you have to rush it yourself. Yeah. But
Moral of the
so,
story:
yeah.
this whole episode was bad.
Yeah. So that was. Hold on, I've got to stop the music.
No, this fits. This fits.
Yeah. Well. So ends a video that I selected because it was made by one of my, at the time, favorite gacha tubers ever.
Did
I
this sour your view on them?
I still maintain that Beauty is Pain was 50% an amazing story. I might have a bit of a bias because I have a severe hatred of beauty pageants, and that whole thing was a critique of them.
Jacob,
However,
Jacob, you know what we need to do?
Yes, we've talked about this. We need to make a video about beauty pageants or something with that theme. I'm fully aware of that.
Good.
I will say, actually, you know what? Some of the montage in Puppy Love with Marsha's rise to fame within, like, the world of fashion and beauty and such, some of the inspiration behind that I thought of originally was actually from Beauty is Pain, like the build up of that. Like, my favorite part was like towards the beginning when Saria was still 5. We didn't have the time skip yet. And she was just getting introduced to the particular world, people like noticing her beauty and whatever, and then she was so confused about what's happening, and her world warped around her with like basically no control, which is essentially what happens to kids in pageants. It was like it was brilliant. Why did that get private and this one stayed public? That's real injustice here. So yeah, it does sort of think that I don't know if it sours my view.
Maybe because you saw that one and
your...
critiqued it, and you didn't see this one yet.
Yeah, to answer your question, I don't know if this sours my view of PPG as a whole, but it definitely makes me question whether or not PPG was a one-hit wonder.
That's true. That's a fair point. It could have been.
I don't mean as far as like success of these videos, because both Beauty's Pain and Hope were wildly popular, but still, I'm not exactly hopeful in the future. It says never lose hope here, so at some point we'll return to PPG. I won't wait another 3 years. No, we'll return sometime sooner than before to PPG because there's still plenty of public videos out there, and we'll see. Maybe we'll go from the beginning because I never actually watched these in order. So, but yeah, disappointing.
Was this made before or after the one you liked mostly?
I actually don't know because again, it's privated, so I'm not sure anymore. Maybe I have like a screen capture on the review video. I might have put that on there.
If it was made before, maybe the quality will get even worse next time we watch one of these. If we watch it from the beginning.
Yes, probably.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it might be like it might be like a Lee Trescott situation, which with slightly less traumatizing content. But yeah, and who knows? Maybe there's some more terrible romance. At least Cole and Saria actually cared about each other. That's another thing. Cole didn't really need to exist in the series, but at least he actually put in the effort, and Saria actually, at least appreciated him before she saw him romantically. So even that was better. Even the part that I didn't like in Beauty is Pain was still better than the best parts of this video, which were Millie before she got ruined. I'm going to write my own story called Hope. You can't stop me. Just honestly, you can make a story about a character called Hope, but it will have more to do with Hope than this video did. I will say, one of our complaints before was we didn't know where the story was going, and now I see what the plan was from the beginning. It was for this person who, I guess at the beginning, like a character who starts with enthusiastic. That was one of the things I appreciated about this video. That it started with a character who was like really like happy. This is very rare with Gacha stuff. This would have been the tragic backstory for the most characters, not the actual plot that we get to see. And we saw the downfall actually start to happen with like everything that was going on. It's just a shame that in between that we had to shift between different characters who didn't need to exist. Characters becoming more protagonists than the other ones, having to pull in Edward and Jacob on us. Yeah, the journey was still not solid, but I will say at least at least you can tell what the plan was from the beginning, even if it was a very mediocre plan at best. And there you go. So, PPG. Let's see if you can. Let's see if you want to impress me once more with your never-ending treasure trove of classic gacha videos. This is one of like the giants of like the old gacha community. So
maybe don't delete this one, by the way.
I don't think I was the reason that video got deleted. I think that video, because it was the most popular one, also received like the most hate as a result, or the most copycats or whatever, and so it was deleted because of that. I hope that it wasn't me, because again, I tried to make it clear that I really loved it, but whatever. What can I say? If this video
it wouldn't be the first time that we've critiqued something though, and someone came into chat and is like, "Hey, I should stop doing this forever because it's all terrible." And it's like, well, okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, it wouldn't be the first time. If this video gets privated, then we'll know that's the reason. But I mean, I really do not think that PPG knows that I exist.
No, I mean, you know, it was a solid story premise. I thought for the time the animation wasn't horrible. Well, as I said earlier, about the midway point they started cutting corners, but you know, and even some of the more like wild animation in the beginning was, you know, it was so wild that it was like really funny to look at, like the guy like doing a whole like 360 in the air after like being jump scared by his almost naked girlfriend.
I forgot that happened. Yeah,
that was hilarious. I love that. No, and if you look at it purely on paper, if you were to list this down as bullet points, it is not a bad story, right? If you look at it as an itemized list, it is not bad. The problem, as with most
you
of
have to
these
cross
things,
out a few items that you don't need in between that.
Well, I mean, even those aren't necessarily terrible. The problem came down to pacing. Like, we don't even necessarily know how much time passed for the coma. Like,
I give it like a day of her being there, and then she's like being dropped off at school the next day.
I mean, it's, you know, it was all
time
fine
was,
for
like, clearly aligned, so I'm guessing it was just a day. Otherwise, PPG would have said.
Like, it was completely fine for a little bit, and then everything went downhill for the characters in like the snap of our fingers, with one of which seemingly being proposed to have like a character arc, but I guess the character arc got cut out. I don't know. I don't know. The pacing. If we just fix the pacing, you know, I'm obviously not going to go down a bunch of spoilers, but ironically enough, that's actually one of the big complaints with FNAF movie that I've heard, and now I can actually vouch for. It was a great movie in many ways, but one of its big flaws is it didn't have great pacing. Had some really neat ideas, but the B plot was so irrelevant that it made a lot of really cool ideas not being able to be continued. That and like the third act got rushed because of all of it, right? You can have great ideas, but you need to make sure you have good pacing.
Definitely, and also that you won't get bored of them as you go along. Alrighty, well, it's time to go finally. 3.5 hours. I will send you both the link to The Fat Reindeer. Trust me, it's way better than this. You'll enjoy it way more.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go have some food. So I'm extremely hungry now.
Food, but we need to talk tomorrow.
I need to finish the song.
And we need to
Anyways,
talk
bye.
tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Please leave a like or just go to Radio Soda to